The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
Happy birthday to one of our bandmates, one of our favorite guests, and one of my best friends on planet Earth. Happy birthday, Myra K-Rock. I love you very, very much. And now welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
Welcome all you little zombies. You're listening to Trick or Treat Radio, starring the Deadites.
Welcome to episode 314 of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is a phantasmagorical spin kick straight through the heart of pop culture, navigated by the Deadites. The Deadites are the world's greatest electroshock band. We destroy monsters, we drink booze, we win championship belts, and we also, talk about the dark web off air. Raven Chat, what's the dark web?
I don't know. I hear it's bad, though. They might have my identity on that. They steal it.
Oh, wait, just because it's dark, it's bad?
This is slow down here. It's
boy.
really
Oh,
Satan.
boy.
Yeah.
Boy, did
Way
that
to
take
go.
a turn.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Ku Klux Raven Shadow.
What?
No, it was Aries. He was insinuating.
Yeah.
Well, he was insinuating that Raven Shadow was insinuating.
Wait, but he said it.
But
Who's
he was saying that
insinuating
you
what?
said it.
I don't know. But seriously, how do you find the dark web?
You type it into Google.
Yeah.
Dark web.
Do not Google Dark Web.
Let me do it.
First of all, you'll get that movie.
Dark web, no space.
Backslash.
Dark Web is one of the many 90s Spider-Man villains.
How to access notorious dark web anonymously.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
You want to know how?
Yeah. My name is Monster Zero.
I would like you to first be able to get your Facebook password before you took this picture.
I know. I was supposed to go get a new phone tomorrow, but now I can't because I got anxiety.
You think you were lost before.
Why do you have anxiety?
'Cause I don't even know.
Dude, just get a new phone.
Yeah, but
Do us all a favor.
They'll send me like a new password. If I keep the same number.
Yep.
And Skype is all the same. Not Skype. Instant
You'll
message will
need
be
to
there.
re-enter your password for everything.
All right. Will they send me it beforehand?
You know your password already. You created it.
No, he doesn't.
Well, theoretically, like your password exists only in your squash. Like Verizon or wherever you're getting your password.
Like cobwebs in
You
air.
want them to have your password?
No, I want me to have my password.
Right, but how can they send it to you if are they going to fucking Johnny Mnemonic you?
No.
Like, how will they get it?
They is in like Facebook, and I can do like forget password, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But you have to be able to get into email, too, which is
I can get in my
slippery
email.
slope.
It's not on my phone.
You can't get any email on your phone?
No.
Why?
Will you just get a new
It won't.
fucking
It
phone
won't let
already?
me, yeah. But
this
I can
is
do it.
really...
Dude,
This is disconcerting.
How difficult is this? Just get a new phone.
All right, then I gotta like.
Gavin McNamara got on my phone the other day, remembered my password, ordered some apps.
Like mozzarella sticks?
No. Like Words with Friends or whatever. Was playing with some fucking 40-year-old
Whoa,
model
what?
in France. And, like, you can't get your password.
Well, I don't. We didn't have that in school.
He's 8.
Well, they have
Just
that in
because
school
your
now.
password is 1234, don't.
Thank
put
you,
anything
Aries.
on
No, my
here.
password is not that.
It's got to be something that you easily remember.
Yeah, no, I pretty much know what it is. But
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
I heart Donna Matrix.
Hey, Mars, can you see who is in the YouTube chat room
No.
by any chance right here?
I can't see. I didn't bring my glasses.
Somebody from Facebook, maybe.
Does someone want to read that to him?
Oh.
I see
Say
it.
the first name. Someone fucking
Well,
talk!
I can't see it.
Oh my God! You both
You're
suck.
talking to him.
I'm talking to both of you guys.
It's Sang.
Sang.
Oh,
Sing Sung Sang.
Whoa! How you doing,
The
buddy?
dragon.
oh man.
The magical dragon.
Tell him to leave a voicemail.
Saying I miss you. Yeah, call in a voicemail. I miss you so much, saying I'd love to give you a big hug.
His what?
I would like to give him a big hug.
Oh, big hug.
What's his dragon name?
Sing soon.
Sing Sang Soon. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's from a less enlightened time, I think. Whoever did
Yeah,
that.
wait. Should we not tell Disney about that?
Whoever did that got. That's not what Disney will get me for. So
What are they going to get you for?
I don't know.
The
It'll
comedy
be
made
bad.
before the show.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah. It'll be something about something that I'm assuming that you did with mummies.
I did with mummies?
Yeah, I used to imply that you like ran like a child slavery ring at the
Oh,
beginning of every
Jesus.
show. So,
Great.
Yeah.
Did you? That was nice. Yeah, maybe.
Ixnay on the
Yeah.
on the slavery.
What are you wearing right now?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. Is this dope or what? One of my team gave me this. Check that out. It's like a
fuck?
flamboyant. I was wearing it
It's
all
a
day.
ring of the Schwartz.
Yeah, it's like a disco slam evil.
You going to Pirates of the Caribbean ride?
Yeah, look at that. That was nice.
So the metal claw caught that for you, huh? Good
Yeah, it
for
was
you.
nice. No, it cost $1 at a flea market, but it's some
your
blue. It's
finger
a skull
Was
on
it a male member of your team that gave it to you? Or
No,
female?
a female.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Not, I mean,
Do you have tape on that?
No, it was too big, so she had a little.
What?
Yeah,
What
because,
is it?
because his fingers are too skinny.
Well, yeah. Well, so what? It's a big fucking ring.
Are you guys going steady now?
No, she's like my mom's age.
Oh, she gave you a promise ring.
Yeah, she's a nice lady. She buys me cigarettes.
that's a way. Well, that's not a very good mom.
She bought me
Yeah,
a.
you may be going steady.
Oh, maybe. Well, it's
I
good.
think
well,
you're married, actually.
Well, that's not fucking perfect.
In prison, you'd be hers.
That's true. Yeah.
She'd be hers.
That's why she was holding my pocket all day.
In prison, you wouldn't be married. You'd be a commodity.
Common law commodity.
Yeah, does no know what I found out? There's no common law marriage in.
Not in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's
no.
good. That means my comics are safe.
Yep.
Jeez. All right, so it's episode 314, and tonight we're going to be talking about a film called Another Wolfcop. It is a sequel to the 2014 action horror Canadian flick called Wolfcop, and both written and directed by Lowell Dean. So we're going to be talking about the sequel to that a little bit later, and then later on, after that, we're going to be talking about our favorite werewolf transformations. Now, there was some debate as to whether or not we had previously done this. I think we have talked about werewolf transformations, but not in the form of like a question where we open it up to other people. So I know we offered the question pretty late in the day. So if any of you guys happen to see that and want to get involved, please do send a voicemail or an email, podcast@trickortreatradio.com, and let us know your favorite cinematic werewolf transformation. Yes, Mars?
I'm 90% sure we just talked about our favorite werewolf movies,
You might be right.
and I don't know why.
That's what I think it was, too.
Yeah, so
Because Dane called in a lot about The Howling back in the day.
The Howling and American Werewolf in London. Those
Yeah,
are he loves werewolves.
Yeah.
So I don't think we officially had that because we haven't reviewed a werewolf movie since Wolfcop or Late Phases. I can't remember.
I thought we were talking about swearwolves.
We could. We're not werewolves. We're
It
swearwolves.
is really hot in the studio.
It's
folks,
fucking
in
hot.
case
It
you
is.
don't know.
It's
It's
hot,
not that-
too. Dude,
Yeah,
the
that's-
thing's blowing
right
on
at
you.
your
Of course
ass.
it's not
Yeah.
hot to you.
You've got a fucking pointer
Yeah,
right at your
turn,
taint.
turn it this way.
Yeah.
Turn it this way.
Wolfie has the air conditioner.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Says the guy who was fucking hogging it all.
That feels much better.
Do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it now. Oh.
I feel whatever's getting past Mount Zero here, which isn't very much.
You're over there. I'm over here. I'm not in front of you. And
You're-
take
yeah, but
care-
you're
take
in
care of
between
these AIDS marks that you got on your
What
arm.
the
too.
fuck?
Those are.
Oh my God! Wow!
Listen, finish your water suppository.
Yeah, we're definitely more enlightened now.
Yeah. I was cooking a something delicious for myself at my house
An AIDS burger.
in the frying pan, and my front burner is fucked up, so I had to use the last burner. And because it was, like I had my arm more extended, I fucked up my flip. I am usually a pro burger flipper, but I fucked up my flip and burned my whole.
That was
side
from,
here.
that's
that was
grease.
from Flippin' Burgers.
Yeah, flipping a burger.
Grease is hot.
So-
What if it
oh,
was
so
a veggie burger, Mars?
Probably still would have been greasy and burned me.
yeah, that looks pretty serious too. That,
Yeah,
that,
and then
that looks painful.
yeah, I wasn't good. I was
now
on the
you're all concerned?
Well, sure. Now that I know that's not AIDS.
I was on the phone with Donna Matrix like all night, telling me how to make sure they don't blister up and get gross. So
What'd you do?
I put ice on them for 20 minutes every hour. So it was like
Counting about a dozen.
it was like a 40 because it was so many. It was like a 40-minute process. It was ice here, go get another ice bag, put it further up. But to relax myself, I watched like 22 episodes of my hero, Groucho Marx, and You Bet Your Life. So
And that did it?
it just kept me distracted, and I stopped crying as much. Plus, the burger was bad because I fucking was running around going, and then the burger burnt. So, like, the burger was fucking crunchy.
Fuck you, burger.
Yeah. You don't taste too good after what you've done to me.
My special lady friend was like, I know we don't have a lot of money, but do you want me to order a pizza? And I was like, no. It's fine.
Crunch.
So she ordered it anyway. But
Yeah.
I didn't eat it very much because I was too busy crying.
Did you get a large hamburger?
Nope. I get a veggie pizza.
Did
to
you
be
get,
honest, I've been
Pineapple?
No. I've been, because I shared it with her. I have been not eating hardly any red meat lately. My sandwich here is probably one of 2 times a week I eat red meat, which I used to eat burgers for every meal. I ate a vegetarian.
We know.
Yeah. I ate a vegetarian.
We ate with you most of those meals.
I ate a vegetarian burrito the other day, and Johnny no-sold it, so I was really proud of myself. I went and got it myself, too, not because he pushes politics on me and brings me vegetarian burritos.
No, yeah.
But this was on my own. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
See? You're branching out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't push my politics. I told you I'd get you whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
As
But
long as it's fucking vegan.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Better have kale on it, motherfucker.
Get whatever you want at this vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep.
But I think that I will be, honestly, the only reason that I'm eating red meat now, and I'm not whining, but is that I'm so fucking broke right now that I wasn't eating the red meat that was in the house. That's like those hamburgers are literally all that's left. I have hamburger and rabbit. Those are the only 2 things and I think some venison.
What?
Those are the only 2 things.
Rabbit?
For
that are left.
someone who has no money, how do you get those?
I have hunter friends.
Oh, great.
I got some lobster. I
That's
got some
even
shark.
better.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I mean, I'm not a big hunter person, but when you're fucking poor and people are nice and bringing food to your house, that's a nice.
So what do? Bring a buck to your house and just say, here, take a slab off of this?
No, they like made like it was a venison steak and
Like
it was,
steaks, yeah.
2 rabbits. The rabbits were like
Wabbit stew.
they were ready. That's what I'm gonna make is rabbit stew. I think.
Killed a wabbit.
But my stove is so
killed a
fucked up. Like I
wabbit.
don't think that I can. I don't know. So yeah, I mean I don't know. That's it.
Rabbit pot pie.
I would like to be in a financial place where I could make a lot of executive decisions about what I can eat, but I haven't been able to shop in 3 weeks, so I'm eating what I got. Know what I started? The caramel popcorn that we got sent from what was that, North Carolina?
Oh, Vicks.
Yeah.
No, for Omaha.
Omaha. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot I had it. It was on top of my refrigerator. I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, so but I've been eating hamburgers. I burn myself, so it's not AIDS, though I probably will get AIDS from looking at your side moves all week last
Okay,
night.
whoever's doing it, knock it off.
Giving you a chop.
Someone's tapping.
I don't. It's not me.
It might have been the AC.
No.
I don't think
I can
it's.
see
What-
what,
what
I
is
can
it?
see it moving. I
What
just
is
don't
it,
know who's
hidden
doing
Raven
it.
Shadow's arm?
Sounded like it was from that way. It sounded like it was
It's
you.
in between you 2.
I think it's someone's hand
Your
down
knee.
someone's pants.
No, my knee is not touching anything.
Except for that cord that's tapping against the metal.
That's it. Yep.
It's Morse code.
Yeah,
For what?
Send more
Send
food.
food.
it's buy CDs. It's saying get off my back, Aries.
Yeah.
Send more food.
The damn cord. I'll strangle you with it.
Please, for the love of God.
I
In
will
your
tell
own
you
body.
this.
Keep doing it. I want to see Aries fucking strangle you with it.
Would you hold the goddamn hammering?
I know that. What is that?
For the love of God. And all that's
Oh,
holy.
it's Scrooge. Okay, I knew that. Yeah.
Sorry, I disappointed everybody that eating friends, but I'm hungry. And those rabbits may have been an asshole. Too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
They could have fucked up a lawn.
Right.
Could have ate someone's.
There is a
crops.
rabbit.
MZ's an asshole. You want to eat him?
Yes.
You want to eat
Whoa.
my asshole?
I would.
I wouldn't allow that.
If we were in a plane crash in the Swiss Alps, who would a Trick or Treat radio be eating first?
I think this is like.
I believe the heftiest of the bunch.
Yeah.
MZ.
Me.
You pointed at Aries?
Aries?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
not the heftiest, you asshole.
He is heavier than me.
No,
No
no,
way.
no.
We didn't say heavy. I
He's
said hefty.
more muscular than you. He's got more muscle.
That's not good to eat muscle.
Yeah. Or not muscle isn't good to eat either.
Rave Shadow
Wow.
trying to
He'd
save
be like
his
chewing
life.
Why not
jerky.
Raven Shadow first? It's not like he's going to gain any weight if
We'll
he
be
eats
hungry
meat.
after.
Yeah, be like
Yeah.
chewing on jerky.
Yeah.
And how much am I going to eat? I'm good to have. I can conserve. I'm not going to get
That is-
greedy.
that is true.
Dude,
That is
you'd
true.
keep us for 40, 50 days.
Yeah.
If we had a way to preserve it, like we could throw it in the snow.
Damn, too bad I wasn't in that movie alive. I could have saved everybody there.
Everybody
If we
else
had-
would still
Is
be
that what we're
alive.
getting at?
If we had a layover, we could eat Monster Zero.
Yeah. If you fucking got in a plane crash, the name of that movie would have been called Buffet. Can't say I'm the biggest now.
No, that's true. That's
I'm
true.
probably the second lightest here. Wolfie's got a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Aries has a lot of muscle.
We should do. T Dog has a body fat thing. We should do body fat. So he's got the.
No,
Yeah, what's
I
that,
don't
like
want
a-
to do
like a-
that.
What's that, like a ray or something? Or like
No, it's just a little thing. It sends. You don't even feel it. It sends like an electrical impulse through
Yeah.
your body, and you hold on to like this little reader, and then there's like a couple metal things where it gets the signal.
Yeah,
And
I'd be interested to hear about Raven Shadow.
0%.
Does it do negative numbers?
negative 10%
I'm getting
body
in the
fat.
front. That's why I wear extra larges.
Yeah.
Big in the pants.
Yeah.
I'm down to large now, Rim Shadow.
Really?
I still can't believe that you wear XL.
I wore a large shirt here the other day.
Yeah.
I just didn't brag about it.
Wait, you
Oh, am I bragging about it?
No.
Is that what you're
T-shirt.
saying?
No, I was afraid people would make fun of me because every time I say, "Hey, I'm down a size," Raven Show's like, "Ooh, to extra large." Ooh.
I don't think I do that.
No, you do.
No.
Yeah.
That's Monster Zero.
No. How much do you weigh? Like, I'm saying probably 260.
No, we talked about this last week. He
Yeah.
was between 250 and 260. so-
I'm somewhere between 250 and 260. Yeah.
Is that 280? Are we adding?
No.
No, he's definitely. between
I've been a steady somewhere around 250 for the past. I'd say maybe 4 years.
Actually, you put on weight in
You
the last
put on
4 years.
tons
Okay.
of weight.
No, I've been steady around 250 for the past 4 years.
I gotta ask, how much do you think I weigh then?
How tall are you?
6 foot?
6 foot.
His beard's at least 30 pounds.
Yeah, right.
So just
I mean, I'm just.
consider that.
I know a ballpark what I weigh, so I'm just
Okay.
saying, what do you think I weigh?
I would
if you're
say-
260.
All right. Well, since muscle weighs more than fat,
Yes.
and you're
Do you want me to stand up
more
and spin
muscular.
for you?
No. I'm just trying to weigh all the things out, so to speak.
I have a guess.
But I mean, you're definitely more muscular than I am. So I would, but
you
you're
sure?
I was just
hardly
looking for a
showing any
quick
fat.
answer.
No, you're hardly showing any fat. So I would probably say maybe
really
around
buttering me
240,
up here.
240, 245.
You said before you said I was heavier than you. I was bigger than you. That's why I was curious as to what number you thought.
Well, I'm being honest.
I'm being honest.
Now you're being on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll say 260 then. I'll say around 260. 260.
I say 225.
Okay. Well, this wasn't a game. I was just curious because he
And-
said
and-
he
and
thought I was
so
bigger.
what is it?
$1.
$1,
$1.
230 roughly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at you.
You
Lucky
wear it
me.
well.
I said, look at you.
Oh, look at me.
I am a lean, mean, trim cut 215 right now.
Slim, trim, cut, buff,
I need
ripped, chiseled, and
jacked.
jacked.
Is there a scale here?
No.
I need Tongaloa to come
See,
out.
I
and
can feel that.
do my
It
intro.
feels so good.
I can pick you up and shake you and guess your weight.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, look 100.
So I'm pretty sure MZ's the heaviest now.
Yay!
But I continued even when I left air quotes my job to walk about 6 miles every single day over the course of 2 walks. So that's been a big help, and I've been doing a little bit of scrunches. So just trying to get rid of my gut. So
Well, scrunches aren't going to get rid of your gut.
by the time Halloween comes, I want to be able to take off my shirt
Mars.
and squirt breast milk kind of water.
Scrunches are not going to get rid of your gut.
Why not? What
You
are
have
they
to
gonna do?
lose. You have to lose weight.
I am
Like,
losing weight.
Building abs is not going to help you lose
you'll
weight.
just-
Well, I wanna have
muscle-
Because
weird-
it's
You'll
just
have
gonna,
abs
it's
underneath
just gonna
your
build
fat.
underneath the fat. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I will. There'll be like a fucking surprise then when I
Because,
get
you
there.
know what? Surprise, surprise. Everyone has the ab muscles underneath their
Yeah.
fat stomachs.
You just have to get all the way down there. Yeah.
I have like
Well,
just.
maybe not you, Raven.
Come on, Rachel. Let's see an ab.
I misspoke.
Oh,
yeah.
no. I don't got an ab.
You know what I
Those
had
aren't
the
your
other
abs, those are
day?
your rib cage.
That was fucking outrageous. It was a cousin's birthday, and they had a fucking cake that looked like a cheeseburger. It was fucking delicious.
Did
How
you
big was
try
your
to
boner?
fry it?
No.
Did you get burned?
No, that might have been that same night though. No, it was delicious. Like it had, the bun was vanilla cake, and the burger was chocolate cake, and that shit was the bomb.
See, I don't like when food looks like other foods.
Oh, will you knock it off? I don't like it when food looks like other
By
food.
the looks of things, you don't like food.
Yeah.
I do like food a lot. I just ate a fucking whole pizza.
How many other things did you eat today though?
You were thinking about having Fudgy the Whale, for Christ's sake.
Wait, I gotta figure it out. We think he's going to comb his hair. He's going down and getting
Purging.
rid of
Oh.
the pizza. I think we have
purging?
an issue.
On a very special episode of Trick or Treat
My
Radio.
intervention. I'm too fat.
Italian.
What are some foods that look like other foods that you don't like?
Well, like you said, like a hamburger cake.
A cake that looks like a
Okay,
burger.
besides
Yeah,
that,
Yeah.
name something
That's
else.
one example.
But it's very obvious that it's cake. It's not like you're gonna get tricked. Like, look
Yeah,
at this
but like-
delicious,
Yeah, I mean, why-
giant burger.
Yeah, what do you have against a cake that looks like a burger?
Well, it's not like a fucking vendetta. I'm not looking. It didn't kill my parents, but
No, but you said you don't like it.
I
There's
don't
got to
like
be a
it.
reason for it.
I still
So
like
you
it.
don't like cakes that look like other things because
that's just a
beyond
cake.
that, no other food looks like another
Because
food.
Cookie Puss looks kind of like Aries.
I don't think you know what Cookie Puss looks like.
Yeah, I do.
I really don't think you do.
I do. You've got a crumble beard.
He didn't have a beard.
The Cookie Crumble beer.
Oh, they would
No,
have
it's Cookie Opus.
Yeah, you look up that and we'll argue some more.
Mem-
Name another
remember-
food that looks like a food.
the gum thing that Dynamo had that looked like a pizza.
The gum thing.
okay,
candy
so
thing.
candy.
Yeah, candy.
Oh, the cat.
That was gummy bears.
Yeah.
Oh, those. Okay,
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gummy candy that were little pizzas
yeah, I don't like
that
that.
he had. That
So
that
you
Dynamo
don't like
had
Big
some
League
time
Chew
ago.
because it was gum that looked like tobacco?
No, it looked like tobacco. I fucking love Big League Chew.
Oh, a little bit of a hypocrite now, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, it's tobacco. Tobacco isn't the food.
Some people it is.
Tobacco's it's an accessory.
So
got
essentially,
his
we're just
beard.
boiling down. You don't like sugar.
I don't like sugar that much anymore. Yeah, no.
No, I like gummy as my favorite meat.
Okay.
That's why I could never be a vegan.
Did you look it up and?
I did, and Monster Zero agreed, which doesn't
What?
usually help my kids. Looks just like you. Your nose is
you're
small.
all kinds of wrong.
You just need to constantly be looking over to the left to really complete the
Right.
look.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
So Raven Shadow said that like, I got your back, bro. I don't think you look like you.
When you brought this up like 3 weeks ago, we looked it up.
I remember. You guys got together
Well,
like,
yeah, because we had our own little powwow over here.
yeah, I don't feel like I look.
I don't like my cakes to look like hamburgers.
Well, no, I look at you have some flash and flair. You know what I mean? Have some.
So what do you want your cake to look like?
A little football, maybe. A little.
That
So you don't mind-
Wait,
so-
that technically is another food.
So you don't mind.
If you like bacon.
So you don't mind. Yeah, but a bacon is bacon. A football is football. So you don't like. So you don't mind if. So you don't mind if
What have I done?
cake
My life
looks
is
like
terrible.
something that's a non-food,
Right.
Inanimate
like a
object.
truck,
Right. Yeah,
or,
yeah, like Batman or like
or Batman.
R2D2 or something.
Oh, I think you'd like to eat Batman.
What about?
Search out his Bat Cave.
Ooh.
Wow. What about if it looked like part of a body? Like if somebody got you a dick cake.
I don't know if I want to.
What about boop?
I don't know. I wouldn't want to cut.
I've had
A
those.
boot
Those
cake.
those tasted good, man.
What about
I don't know if I want that.
You don't want a penis
Why?
cake?
No, because if my mom, I makes me my fucking birthday. I don't want that. I only have a cake on my birthday.
What does your mom have to do with it?
She makes me cakes.
she
She
makes your
makes
penis cake.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. That's a nice fucking dick cake. A lot of candles in that. The candles are out. I'm still blowing it,
Keep
Mom.
blowing it. Keep blowing it.
I'm a smoker.
Oh God! Happy birthday!
Ma, can you blow this for me?
Mom, can you help me out with
Mom,
this?
Can we blow this cake
Dad,
together?
stop it. Take a picture. There's some memories.
Hey, don't forget the balls.
Oh,
I'm thinking more what's going to happen is I show up to the party early and be like, wow, that's a really good dick cake, Mrs. Raven Shadow.
It's like, no,
yeah.
no, it's a
you can't
cake
come.
of Florida.
Would you like me to try some Dynamo?
It's a special day. I don't want it ruined
Yeah.
for him.
Why do they call you Dynamo?
I make cake molds.
Spoiler alert, it does have more to do with cake than anything else.
What was that?
Matchul of Omaha, what's up, dude? He says, What about a cake that looks like a truck but is made out of dicks?
Yeah, what about that, Raven?
Sold. Yes.
Oh, you'll eat
That-
that,
that's
no
okay.
problem. Okay, good.
Well, no, we saw. Where were we?
See, you have limits.
It'd be a-
Wait, what am I? Whoa, I had nothing to do
Where were
with
we?
this.
Someone
So-
brought boob macaroni.
So note to self: Raven Shadow would eat a dick up truck.
Boo
So,
macaroni?
Yeah, we saw those before.
Let me catch up on the chat here.
William shirts.
Evil Corny says, Mars, a normal person would use a George Foreman grill.
That's what somebody else said to me, and I don't have one. Like I love
I
how
think I
like.
have two. I'll give you one.
All right, thank you. I
Why
love
do
how
you
like
have two?
I
What are you,
Because I
collecting
had
them?
one and T-Dog had
I
one.
started this whole thing by saying I don't have money, and
and then-
everybody's fucking answers for me to buy some shit.
What you should have done is gone to the ground round.
Okay, everyone's answer, one answer.
Well, no, because when I said I burned myself the other day, everybody's like, "You should have this kind of grill. I should have this sort of thing."
The
Yeah.
George Foreman grill works
Like,
pretty
you think
good,
I'd be
actually.
fucking frying frozen hamburger patties if I had any fucking food money?
As MZ said, we do have Match with Omaha hanging out. We do
Yes.
have our boy Donnie Davis hanging out.
Hey, Dangerous Donnie Davis.
Creepy Girls hanging out.
Creepy girl, we
And-
love you. Creepy girl, we love you.
And she says
Sing it.
MZ is the snuggliest.
Well,
See that?
Look at the smile on his
Look at him, yeah.
kind of looks like a Jello mold.
Got that right, baby.
I do like the beard thing going on there. Grow that out.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well, women love like a big old teddy bear, not like a skeleton.
It's true.
Some do.
Creepy Girl says, I made a dick cake before.
Want to make another one?
Make a mold of yours.
God.
Turn it into a cake.
Sure.
It'd be a
Cake shot.
It'd be a brownie. It'd be two bonbons and a fucking pencil.
Chode. That would be the name of your cake, chocolate chode.
Donnie says,
Show Daddy.
Has anyone seen the music video for Dark All Day by Gunship?
No, it's
yeah,
on the.
that's the one with Tim
Fib.
Capella, right? He says the art style would definitely work for Deadites music video.
Well, we'll call that guy.
See if it works for free.
Yeah.
I can't. Honestly,
Money seems to be the big.
here's the problem: there are two people in the band that could make music videos, and we can't afford them. So, let alone people that aren't in the band. I don't know when I'm going to start because I'm. It would cut into my not getting out of bed for 4 days in a row time.
Nice.
But I've decided that I want to try to make videos for all the old Deadite songs that don't have videos, and then let talented people make ones for the new videos. But again, I've had a couple people offer to help me, but it's cutting into my not getting out of bed time. I was gonna make a movie with somebody, but he's an asshole, so I'm not doing that now.
I know that is.
So you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
It's you, Monster Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's me.
So I tell you what, I'll help you make your Deadite video.
How?
I don't know,
Okay.
but you're bitching that no one will let you help, so I'm offering to help
That's
you.
not what I said. I said
That's
I
kind
said
of what you said.
no. I said people have offered to help me, but
No.
it's cutting into my not getting out of bed.
No,
time.
I'm going back to a conversation we had before air.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I was.
Well,
gonna
Larry,
help
since you're over
people.
there, would you mind fixing his shelving unit too while you're at it?
What's about my showing unit?
I don't know. He's always got something to fix of yours too. Always something over there of yours that needs fixing.
No.
Ah, boy. Ah, this cool air feels good.
That's what happens when you have a house.
This room is so small. I don't know why it's not cold in here.
Right.
You're sucking up all the cold air.
No. See, I had offered to help someone else.
Oh my God!
Him.
And now I'm offering to help you.
Okay. What?
Creepy Girl sent me her dick cake.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Wowzers!
Says happy birthday, and it's got a very large penis on.
That's an excellent
on it.
penis you have there, Creepy Girl.
Yeah, and it's something is kind of dripping out of the tip of it.
What's very
It looks a
excited-
little blue too. I don't know what the hell that's all about.
Wowzers!
Well, we know that's not your dick.
No, the balls are too small.
That's fair.
Why don't you go to Florida? You're such a
Dick.
That's an excellent penis you have.
Wowzers!
This is turning out to be a great night after all.
Is that foreshadowing?
I think. Oh. Raven foreshadowing.
Oh boy.
Why don't you go to Florida, then, Raven?
I might have
Oh,
to. Yeah.
oh, and she says coconut pubes.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What? Oh.
Really?
Must have been some gray fox.
Speaking of Aries,
Some silver fox.
Gray balls.
He'd just call you gray balls, Aries.
I'll have you know I just ferment my balls.
Nice. There you go.
wow, I just shaved that shit. What
Yeah.
you know, it's dangerous business, but
Yeah. That hurts.
What hurts?
Get a little nicked.
And the room goes dead. Jesus. You guys might have to carry more. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, but
why don't we go right to the film review and then go right to voicemail
And right
then
home?
go
And
home
go
so we
right
can
home.
watch Zack Sabre Jr. and Kenny Omega roll around in the mat for a while.
Speaking of dick cakes,
Wow, that's a
What
lot.
is?
Creepy Girl sent me another.
Dick pic?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Those are
it's
like
many
molds?
dicks. It's many dicks.
Mini dicks. Lots of
That's
mini
my
dicks.
favorite He-Man character.
Yes.
He-Man, you will not stop me. Get him, many dicks.
Many dicks fisto.
The day many dicks and many faces, man.
In the glory hole of Grayskull.
He has one in your eye, many faces.
Manny Dick.
You duddling dildo.
Curse you, He-Man.
Hey, man.
You damnable dingleberry. Spooge on those masters of the universe.
Yes.
The masturbators of the universe.
Get me Senior Dick.
Speaking of
Good start. This is good.
masturbators of the universe, did you guys see that the laughing He-Man
Action figure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted it on.
I pre-ordered 2 of them.
Nice, thanks. Hey, I didn't even ask for one. Thank you.
No, it was before you posted. I posted it like 2 months ago, asshole.
Right.
Yeah, but I posted where you could get them.
Well, when I posted, you could only get them in San Diego at
Well,
the Comic-Con.
Now that I posted, you could get them at BigBadToyStore.com.
Wow. How much does that run?
I think they're like $50 a piece.
Jeepers.
How big are they?
He-Man size.
Seven and a quarter, I think.
There's,
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
big.
I think
Yeah.
they're smaller than that. I think that, I mean, they're He-Man size.
I think the new scale is a little bit bigger. There's some really nice ones that are based on the animated series. We had them in the shop for a little while.
Yeah, I was at the shop the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Looking at old game stuff.
Video game stuff? Or D&D? Role-playing?
I was looking for superhero game stuff, but I was looking at all sorts of stuff. Not video games, no. Because my doctor is right in the neighborhood of TE, so I walk down.
Dr. Bueno?
No.
No.
Doctor, don't slit your wrist.
7 inches. Made of plastic, Club Grayskull figure, laughing head sculpt, inspired by the viral video, and rainbow glitter packaging.
You want to know
Oh.
how... I'm not afraid to say I have one. You want to know how dope my new therapist is? When I went to therapy this week, she commented, I meant to say on the way out because I couldn't tell that I liked your Hills Have Eyes shirt. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Don't.
It's a different one.
I hope you don't talk about the show on there in your appointments.
No, not yet.
Okay.
She's one of
We
the
don't need
questions.
her listening.
One of the questions was, "What annoys you?" And I was like, "Can we talk about that next week?"
Yeah. They had him at San Diego Comic-Con.
It's a different scale. Yeah, so that's that's like Nika size. It looks like.
Yeah.
So Donnie says, I hope Raven Shadow brings his A game with some Regina flashbacks.
What's Regina?
Did you watch this week's movie?
Yeah. What?
Oh boy, you must not pay attention.
Listen. You know what? We know what happens at the beginning, and we know I like the end song. Okay, so obviously I watched the movie.
We got our boy Sheetsy hanging out. He says, hey friends.
Sheetsy tried to give me hell because I hadn't listened to the new Punch Farm. He doesn't understand what time of year it is.
I saw that on Punch Farm they actually reviewed this
Yeah.
very movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand that only one thing goes on at this fucking time of year.
What's that?
The G1 Climax tournament.
Well, I don't think most people know.
Well, fuck everybody who
And guess
doesn't
who's
know.
climaxing?
It's the greatest. I will be tonight. Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr.
I'm probably gonna climb. Well, actually, I won't have time tonight. I wish I did though, because I have Tomohiro Ishii and Kota Ibushi on deck.
That is the best match of the tournament so far. And Kota Ibushi, I'm going to put this out there, is the single most attractive human on earth.
More than Tanahashi?
Oh yeah, well I
More
think
than
Tanahashi
BB
was
Hulk?
like the attractive 10 years ago. Kota Ibushi is fucking beautiful. I don't care.
All right,
if
let's
you,
ask everyone.
I don't care if you like men, women, or whatever else. This is like a fucking perfect specimen.
You have more boyfriends than anyone I know.
Mars, you want me to pick a picture of short hair or longer hair with Kota?
Maybe longer hair.
So
Or super short. Those are the two good options. Like,
well, let me get.
but it's really like the body that's like the fucking
Oh.
deal breaker. Guy's got a 10-pack. Those calves. Calves Ibushi.
That's pretty good.
It's undeniable.
How about
he's-
that one?
Yeah, he's beautiful.
All right, let me get a picture of Tanahashi.
And he happens to be in the argument of the best wrestler in the world right now.
I don't know. Who's that?
I'll get a bigger picture. Hold on.
Ooh.
I need a good,
gotta get a picture
good
from
one
now,
of his
though,
good
though.
his good hair.
You got to get a picture from now.
Why?
Is this the
he's
same
old.
guy?
You originally said get a one with old hair.
Yeah, but it's the difference of Kota Ibushi when he was 20 and Kota Ibushi when he was 25, and Tanahashi when he was 20, and now when he's like 52 or whatever he is.
He's not 52.
He's old. The ace block.
Try and find a picture of Tarzan Goto when he was at his most handsome.
Tarzan Goto. He's talking about fucking Tarzan Goto, and we're talking about Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I think that you ready as far as wrestlers go. Kota Ibushi is more beautiful than both Prince Devitt and B&B Hulk.
Wow.
That's a tall order.
And B&B Hulk is and Zack Sabre.
Why is there like Hiroshi Tanahashi's a handsome man? There's barely any like good photos of him that I could find.
That's a good one where he's got like a scarf on there.
He's at the beach.
Where?
The one on the far right, the bottom of the block.
Oh, that's new, Mars. There you go.
He's like the Asian Brad Pitt.
Tanahashi. And his
Wait.
cute smile.
I'm not saying that he's not handsome. Like, John Bon Jovi's probably still handsome. Like,
Oh, so I mean this guy or the other guy?
yeah.
Maybe the other guy.
All right,
Yeah.
there we go. This is kind of a new one.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's fine.
Yeah, the other guy.
It doesn't
But-
show his body though.
Yeah. His body is good for a man of his advanced years. Don't tell Coop that we talked about that. But-
Oh, man.
Kota Ibushi, those long fucking legs. He's proportion perfect.
He's what?
I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
All right, there we go. So we have. I know this is great radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. He looks like an action figure. Let's move on.
He does look like an action figure, and I want to play with him.
Oh my god!
Ooh, lots of articulation.
Yeah,
How
he
many
has
points? You want to show me a legend scale? All right, Johnny, let's probably wrap this up, maybe.
Oh my god, if there was a Kota Ibushi legend scale figure.
Which one?
Ibushi
Ibushi or Tanahashi?
What's the one on the left?
Ibushi.
Ibushi? Ibushi.
Yeah. See the more handsome?
Yeah. I don't know, though.
He's not handsome.
What do you think, Aries?
Look at Aries.
Come on, you can pick. I mean, he's kind of like a Dick Grayson thing.
Yeah,
It's
you
like-
You know, it's a good thing you got a full
He does.
bottle
If
of
I was
whiskey
gonna
with
make
you.
a Japanese Batman, he would definitely be Nightwing.
Yeah, he's the Asian Grayson.
That's good. He fights like the Asian Grayson. And
Really?
you know what I like about him? He's like a pretty boy, but he kicks like a fucking mule. Like he's like he fights in the crowd. He does like fucking New Jack flips off things.
At the risk of being racist, from this distance, they look the same
Jesus
to me.
Christ.
Wow.
I am blind.
The
Beyond
Dark
the,
Web-
the hairstyle, I cannot tell a difference between these two men.
All right. Well, there you go.
Perfect.
All right, we have two Ibushis, one Tanahashi, and
What?
one racist.
MZ, you got to pick.
Yeah, MZ. Who you going with?
I,
Who's more handsome?
you're actually going to have me do this, aren't you?
Yes.
If you had
Make the
to,
safe answer. Just go racist.
yeah,
Say
you
they look
clearly-
alike.
I know.
No.
But I don't play
clearly-
that card. I don't do that. I don't do
No,
that.
you can clearly say that was
Well-
what had an attractive looking dude.
Well, Tanahashi looks like he had a mastectomy. So I'm going to say the other dude.
A mastectomy?
Yeah, he looks like he's got boobs that were cut off.
Wowzers.
He's fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked, but it just doesn't look right. So I'll go with
There's
Ibushi.
leaving. I was getting closer. Yeah, now see he's handsome, right? That's a pretty good one. You got the bedroom eyes.
You know what? If we were gonna make a Japanese authority, Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi would be very good Apollo
Yes,
at Midnight
Apollo
because
Midnighter,
that's
yeah.
you know what Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi's tag team is called, the Golden Lovers.
Yep.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is.
No, they're not called the Golden Lovers.
Yeah, they are.
I think the one on the left is the better looking individual.
See?
All right. Well, Kota Ibushi wins.
Yeah,
He
well,
wins
no, they
the
are.
he wins the handsome fight.
I want a Golden Lovers shirt really bad.
Wowzers.
They are probably they haven't come out in but they're probably an item.
They're not called the Golden Lovers.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are.
What does that mean in like Japan though? Is that like?
Like a golden shower, but a
Okay.
little different.
No, it means that it's the.
Well, they
Golden
do have a
Lovers.
move called the Golden Shower.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
do.
do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. It's the
No.
Golden Lovers.
They're not called the Golden Lovers.
They are.
That you're in cahoots. You photoshopped that.
Hold on.
Show me a T-shirt.
Google it. Oh wait, you don't have a phone that works. Never
Shut
mind.
You want to see a T-shirt?
No.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them.
Mars's eyes just exploded. I show him a Tanahashi action figure.
See, Golden Lovers. You like that one?
I do like that one.
There's a few more. This is fucking great radio.
Yeah.
Huh? See the
GL?
GL?
It's kind of Green Lantern a little bit.
What are those? Are those legend scale?
I don't know. Hiroshi Tanahashi action figures.
Why are they called the Golden Lovers though? Do they wear
'Cause-
yellow?
No, because they are.
Oh, they're a couple.
Yeah, that doesn't look too Photoshop, does it?
Here's my favorite. The second one in.
And I'm not wearing my progressives. Yeah. No, good for them.
Kenny Omega.
And they're also like, here's the thing with like Kenny, like we talked about this on the Hossman, but when I saw Kenny Omega wrestle last in San Francisco,
Yeah.
it was very obvious that he and the Bullet Club as a whole, as like renowned gamers and their lifestyles and whatever else, are changing the complexion of the professional wrestling fan.
Oh, yeah.
There weren't a lot of like dude bros at this
Yeah.
show, and there were girls that were sitting in front of Goro that were really. They loved Cody. They were singing Cody's song, but they were like hugging each other and crying when Kenny Omega came out.
Really?
So, and I haven't seen that reaction in wrestling at least since I retired. So,
All right, this whole thing like came to a halt. So
All right.
so let's start to move on. Let me check the chat room. And Creepy Girl asked if we started watching Castle Rock.
no, I don't have Hulu.
I don't have Hulu either, but I'll eventually check it out.
Yeah. I just don't like, it just baffles me, like, in whatever anybody wants to do, but, like, how does anybody have all this time to watch TV shows? It's such a fucking commitment.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
watch a lot of movies.
I originally, when there was like Arrow and then Flash, I was
Yeah.
able to do those. But now it's like Legends of Tomorrow and Black Lightning and
Right.
like all these other. I just can't do it. I just can't. Like,
But the thing with the
I
movie,
just don't have time.
I watched 2 movies, 1.5 movies today, right? They're done. If I don't have time to watch another movie for, like, 2 weeks,
Well, yeah,
but
we
these
can-
TV shows keep fucking piling up and piling up. And
They do
piling
pile up, but they have DVR. It's on Netflix. You can come back to it whenever you want to.
Yeah,
and
but
it's I mean, an hour-long TV show in reality is 45 minutes.
Right.
That's 45 minutes in your day.
yeah, but it's also, like, there's usually 12 or 13 of them minimum.
Yeah, but
So that's like 11-hour movie.
I would rather watch 45 minutes of television and walk away than an hour and a half.
But the story's done then.
But I mean, granted, most modern TV shows. What?
Your mic.
Sorry.
You're talking into the side of it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I thought I was talking too loud. I mean, most modern TV shows, it's a chain. You need to watch the whole thing to get the entire story.
Right.
But you can watch the 45 minutes and get an individual story. Whereas a movie, it's...
You can watch 45 minutes of a movie, pause it, and come back later.
Yeah, but then you lose the flow.
Yeah, I don't like. to do that.
I hate that.
Usually, if
I don't like
No,
stopping a movie.
I get what you're saying.
usually if
agree
I
with
stop
that.
a movie, I'm not like. There's some deliberation if I actually start it up again. Like I watched this movie Funland. What a fucking kind of a mess. Like the only reason that I started it again was because I only had 30 minutes or so left, and I figured it would help my login numbers. But yeah, I don't TV shows like just too big. And I also think that we hit a sweet spot with like storytelling. And like now, like the ones I have watched, like seem to not be able to handle. They don't need to be 13 or 14 episodes long in a season or more. They only are because they arbitrarily have to be. Like the last Walking Dead season I watched, totally fucking meandered by the end. The first season of Daredevil, like, was just like so many going back to the same place over and over again. Like how many times were they gonna go to that fucking old lady's house? Like.
Well, now see, I'll argue that the Netflix shows are better paced than network television, simply because they're not. I mean, they're trying to hold true to a number. I believe it's 13 for their seasons, but as the normal network, they're up around 23, 24.
Yeah, I only watched
Network
one.
shows, yeah.
I only watched one and a half, and I was mediocre on Daredevil, and I was liking Jessica Jones. But that says when I stopped it, I never went back to it. So I don't know. It's too much. Like I liked. What was the one that you told me to watch, Wolfie?
I don't know.
Candlestick Cove. Channel Zero.
Candle Cove.
Yeah, Candle Cove. That was only like 7 episodes, and that was perfect. That was a good.
6.
That was fucking dope. Perfect. In and out. I watched it in 2 days. Done. Length of pretty much 3 movies. But like there's nothing that I care about for 13 episodes long, really. Like I hoped by the time I stopped watching Walking Dead, I hoped fucking Carl died, Lincoln died, Michonne died. Like I was so fucking sick of them just fucking sitting around. Like
I mean, it takes me a long time to watch shows. You know, for me to get into a show that's 3 seasons in, I don't even want to, because it's just like I'm so far behind. I'm never going to finish it. Like people keep on talking about Game of Thrones, and at this point I'm like I can't.
I'll
like,
never watch that shit.
But I don't even know how many seasons in it is, but I'm like so far back I'm never going to finish that.
Is it 7 or 8 now? Are they
No,
going?
I think
They're
it's
either going
less.
on 8 or 9. I can't remember.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that many.
I think so.
Happy. That was another one. It was 6 episodes long, I think. That shit was awesome. Blood Drive. Like these like 6 or 7 episode like sci-fi series is perfect, but these bingeable ones, I did like Stranger Things 2, but I felt like the middle lost its way. Like I felt like the beginning and end was like good, but like it takes a lot. Like in Castle Rock just doesn't look like. I was excited about Castle Rock when I thought it was going to be actual Stephen King shit.
Well, I mean, Stranger Things, the first season I thought it was very good.
Yeah, that was great.
Second season, I thought they were forcing it to try to meet the same number that the first season was.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree.
And though I'm probably going to watch it, I'm a little hesitant about the third season.
It's going to be so far away, I think, that I'm with you, but I think I'll forget. I think I'll be able to be excited again by the time.
Oh, I'll be excited and I'll watch it, but I feel like it's just going to have that same drag, and I feel it's going to be more so in the middle.
I think the impression I get, and I could be wrong, the thing I've heard is that they're gonna kind of veer away from what they've been doing, like it's gonna be another kind of story. Like,
oh, they're not going to drag on.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that we saw the end of that for right now, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, Raven Shadow. So season 8 is going to be the next and final season of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So they did 7 so far.
But yeah, sci-fi is where it's at for me because those shows are usually about 6 episodes long.
But I don't like do the whole like a new season comes out and binge watch them all in the same night. I can't fucking do that. I like spacing them out.
Oh, big shock.
You know, well, what the fuck? I got fucking shit to do. But no, it's there. I like to have. I finally finished Iron Fist and the Defenders. Took me a while, like a fucking year. But
no, I can get behind that. The whole binge watching thing, I don't like that.
yeah,
I like to digest a show.
Right.
If
I
I'm watching,
I rarely have time for that.
Yeah, no.
Like,
No,
I mean,
the
the
show's
time
gotta
wise,
be-
that's a rarity. But even if I do, like if I'm sitting down and I'm watching 2 hours worth of Netflix, it's two different two different shows
Yeah.
because I want to be able to digest what I watch.
No, I'm like that too usually. To be honest,
I don't mind.
G1, this G1 wrestling tournament is probably the only time of year where I devote myself to like, where I have destination television at all. Like it's just not like when I watch a movie, it's not like I gotta watch a movie. It's like, do I want to listen to a book? Do I want to read? Do I want to look at my comics? Am I gonna watch a movie? And then I just kind of decide. Or I'll have like a mission for myself. Like I decided, like I'm gonna try to find a lot of the movies that I have only ever seen halfway, like I mentioned before. But like, it's just not. I don't know. Like I feel like if I'm watching a lot of TV, like when I'm watching G1 right now, I'm not writing a lot, and that's not like. For me, that is a guaranteed promise that I'm going to be in the same exact place I was this year, next year. And because, even though it's a subtle change, because I worked so hard last year, I think creatively and output-wise, I'm in a better place than I was last year, and I want to be in a better place again. And I just can't, I don't know, like, I can't make that sort of commitment to, like, other people's shit. Like, it drives me up a wall when people are like, I want to write, I want to do this, I want to fucking make a clubhouse at the old Capitol Toy Building, but I'm going to watch 93 episodes of, like, Game of Thrones and stuff like that. Like, it sucks. I would probably like Game of Thrones, all jokes aside, but you can't have it both ways. Johnny watches probably not very many shows because he's here till like 2 o'clock in the morning, a couple days a week producing.
I wish I was here till 2.
Like podcasts, like so you can't have it both ways. You can't be a spectator and a content maker. It's just not the way it works.
I did binge Game of Thrones like 5 or 6 seasons of it because I was actually at the time was unemployed looking for a job, and there was a job that had something to do with Game of Thrones, so it was in my best interest to watch them, so that's why I ended up getting into it.
Yeah.
And then once I got caught up, I continued to follow after that.
Yeah, I mean everybody needs a release and stuff like that. I spanked the burger, but like
or have it shoot all over you.
Yeah, well that happens too a lot. But when there's not an Ashaki handy. But it just kind of is. It is what it is, folks. Like you're on one side. Some people don't want to be. Some people want to be doctors, lawyers, or Native American chiefs. Like at the end of the day,
that's what I want.
Like that's fine. But for me, everybody's always like, "Did you watch this show? Did you watch this show?" I didn't. Because I've written 4,000 things that nobody bought and will never come out. But it's those 4,000 things that made somebody want to do 4001, which was Paranormal Punchers, or some other, another podcast thing or something else. Like, the bodies of work that you have that you don't think matters are what makes you get the job that you want in the long run. You don't just walk up and go, I could probably write something, but I didn't write anything. So, I mean, it's just, I just, people never going to watch a show. No one asked me if didn't we talk about this? Don't ask me if I watched the show. I didn't watch any shows. Monster Zero is the show one. He'll tell me if it's good.
Was you can not watch it?
Was it good, Monster Zero?
It was very good.
Thank you.
All right, I want to start to wrap things up here. And let me see. Slegoth's hanging out. He says, "What's up, savages? Just hanging out. Love you guys."
Like, that dude paints like a motherfucker. Slegoth is a fucking art-making fucking motherfucker. So...
Creepy Girl says that she likes Castle Rock so far. Sheetsy says, "Yo, Wolfie, saw your post on Facebook about working out. Sounds like you're crushing it, bro. Keep it up, dude." Thanks, man.
He is fucking crushing it.
Yeah, just look at him.
I'm not crushing as much as T-Dog is.
No, but I mean, she's a superhero and you're just a fucking dude. So.
I'm just
Second
a hero.
banana.
No. You're not Robin. You're like Alfred.
I'll take that.
Wow.
Corey says, "I need to watch that." I think he's talking about Castle Rock. And Slegoth wants to know what's Aries' poison tonight.
It's actually called Kennedy.
Era.
Kennedy!
Drink
Only
it.
in this room would that be the reference that comes up. In Massachusetts.
Yeah, it was affordable and will never be purchased again.
Is it bad? I like bad whiskey.
It's
Can I put a little on a zit? I have a giant zit. It's bothering
Yeah,
me
you can
crazy.
put
You want to
Fiddling with
put
it, it's
whiskey
never
on
gonna
a
heal.
sit?
Yeah. It dries it out.
Why is there like a fucking Spartan helmet on the bottle?
because it's Kennedy.
Kennedy's a Spartan?
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know, I was hoping it would just kind of go. I don't know.
Our boy Raven J's hanging out. He says, hey, if anyone is in the Chicago area, there's a horror retro convention called Flashback Weekend happening this weekend.
Nice.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday night reunion, sorta.
That's another fucking art maker.
Oh, he said
motherfucker
not
right
Friday
there.
night. Fright night reunion.
Oh,
All right, everyone in the truck. I'm driving.
okay.
All right.
All right. Corey says some of those Marvel shows should be capped at 10 episodes.
I agree.
Evil Corny says Daredevil should be 15 episodes, though.
There you
Daredevil
go.
should be, from the first season, 7 episodes. That's the amount of Daredevil I cared about was 7.
See, I feel that's one of the stronger of the series.
I love fucking Daredevil.
They copied the Raid. Like
You
they
love
copied a couple
fucking
other
Daredevil.
things.
Yeah, you can't see.
Boy,
Don't
it's
judge
good thing
me.
he's blind, huh?
Yeah.
We'll have to look at you coming.
I just-
I'm the Black Widow. Don't worry about it, Matt.
I felt like Daredevil was the same as American Horror Story Season 2. Like, I felt like they were feeding genre films to people who don't normally watch genre films. And I was like, I've seen all this fucking shit before.
I didn't watch American Horror Story, any of them, but all
The first season was great.
all the Marvel Netflix series all have their undertones. You know, they all have a certain feel to them.
Can we start a ska band in the undertones? Hope I never lose my eyesight.
It's a good song.
Never use my eyesight. I'll fight people in a hall. I'll copy the Raid. And no one will know.
What song is he singing?
Oh, I don't. Making fun of Daredevil song?
Oh, what?
Making fun of Daredevil song? Why should I know that one too? Depeche Mode. No,
No.
The Cure.
Yep, The Cure is my favorite ska band.
Wow.
Valley Girl. I don't fucking know. What's the right answer, Aries?
Well, you don't say it's a good song. You don't even fucking know.
Creepy Girl says, I love the anticipation for the next show.
See?
And
What?
Evil Corny says Game of Thrones is my favorite show right now.
See? He's from Alabama. He knows.
And that
Yeah,
actually,
not a lot
in this
going on down there.
Yeah, in this case, that it is true, but normally that's not something you can say.
No.
He's
What?
from Alabama. He knows.
Creepy Girl says, TV and movies are my happy place. It's when my brain is quiet and I can escape into the story.
That's when smacking the carrot is for me.
Slegos says, it can't be worse than Old Crow, which is some serious got rut madness. Or rot gut madness.
I don't know if he's complaining about it. It's gonna be pretty bad.
Well, my big problem with it is I didn't read the label entirely. And
Wait.
It says
Whiskey juice.
whiskey with natural flavor and caramel.
Didn't you do that one time before?
You bought this before.
Yeah, you did buy this before.
I think you have, Aries. That looks
I
familiar.
have.
Cause
I?
yeah, because
Yeah.
Donna Matrix wouldn't drink it while you're gone because they had caramel.
And I
in
made
it.
a comment
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
helmet, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
motherfucker! Yeah, see, well, that's what happens when they put a tag that
should-
says $9.99 on it. And I'm like, fuck.
Do you go to the same place every time?
Yeah, and I'm gonna stop going there because
You should have them cross them off for you.
Yeah, well, because they don't have what I'm looking for yet. I keep on trying, so I gotta find a new liquor store to go to.
That should be everybody on this side of the camera's homework. They should track down Happy. It'll change your expectations of how fucking awesome a show can be.
You've talked about that a million times.
Yep.
Everyone knows.
Well, why don't you watch it instead
I
of
have
watching
watched
fucking
it.
Daredevil?
I don't have the boner on it for you though.
You do have a boner for me, and, and it is good. You
All right,
just
we
don't
need
like
to-
it because you're the
we need to
main.
wrap this up.
You don't like it because the main character is you.
Fuck off. Wrapping it up.
All right, we're going to wrap this up. So, if you guys want to help support the show, head over to trickortreatradio.com. There are going to be some links over there. You click on the Amazon link, bring it right to Amazon, put in our affiliate code. Everything you purchase in that session gets attributed to us. Doesn't cost any extra, Raven Shadow.
But it helps keep the lights on.
That's right. So, we could use some help keeping the lights on. And if you guys want to head directly to our Amazon store, go to amazon.com/shop/thedeadites, or go to the Deadite store on trickortreatradio.com. Click on store. We got some digital content. We got the Trick or Treat Radio Greatest Hits Volumes 1 through 3. We got some other digital content in there. We got some buttons. We got some T-shirts, some other stuff. So take a look at that. If you want to, you can just go ahead and donate money. The PayPal donate button on the front page of trickortreatradio.com. Just click on that, and any denomination will do. All right, Raven Shadow, you sit down to watch another Wolfcop. What do you do to prepare for this flick?
Oh, I fucking mowed the lawn, Johnny.
That's how you prepare.
I did. And then, I figured, lawn's done. I'm going to order a pizza, get some takeout. It's nice. Ollie likes that. So the pizza guy comes to the house, and he's kind of looks like Eddie Money now. I've seen him before in like a Hawaiian shirt.
It might have been Eddie.
It might have been Eddie Money, actually. And he's like, I just did the lawn, I see. I'm like, yeah, just going to get some pie and chill out. He's like, got to work on these hedges over here.
He's fucking judging
And
you.
I'm like, don't fucking judge me, Eddie Money. Fucking pizza fucking guy. So I fucking...
Got 2 tickets to hedge clipping.
Yeah, right.
Trim these hedges tonight. I won't give you this pizza till you do it right. Trim these hedges tonight.
He'll be trimming. Oh.
Just like Eddie said. Have a nice frontage ravy.
So I got pissed. I slammed the door, grabbed the dog, and strapped on.
Do you love a scary story? Do you love to dance? The Big Scary Monster Haunts at Midnight is a collection of dark songs about sex, love, death, revenge, and the end of the world. Brought to you by the world's greatest monster hunting electroshock band, the Deadites. Available on iTunes, Google Music, Amazon, CD Baby, and all other digital distribution sites.
This is Matt Kennedy of Astron 6. You might know me as Manborg. You might know me as Father John Sullivan in Father's Day. But what's important right now is that you're listening to Trick or Treat Radio.
I will be Burble.
What's up, y'all? It's me, the Yeti. Telling all the ladies that they couldn't be more fine and that we should knock those boots like Frankenstein. When I want to get my nerd on, I go to Facebook and I go to the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group. That's the place where I get to talk about all the hip new horror movies, all the cool comics,
Like comics.
RPGs, video games, you name it, we're talking about shit on there. And you could not be any cooler if you were the coolest kid in school. Be the first kid on your block to swing their cock over at the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group. Just go to Facebook, search for Trick or Treat Radio, ask to join, and it's like Nerd Nirvana, baby, without the shotgun blast. This is the Yeti, signing out. See you at the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group.
Follow us on Twitter at The Deadites, TheDeadites.com, and TrickOrTreatRadio.com.
I can tell you I'm never coming back on this show. Especially now that I did that thing that you just made me do. Which I will be sending you an invoice for.
All right, we return on Trick or Treat Radio. And we're going to be talking about another Wolfcop. Another damn Wolfcop. Anyone excited? You guys are fucking dead?
Yeah, it's hot too.
It's not that fucking hot. Oh, yeah, Raven Shell's hogging it.
You know what? It was hotter last week.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh.
All right, another Wolfcop from 2017. I guess it played festivals, but this hit VOD on just a couple weeks ago. So it is available out there. If it's on DVD, it's on Blu-ray, it's on VOD. So if you guys want to, it's readily available. This is a comedy horror, and it is 82 minutes. It is written and directed by Lowell Dean, and it stars Leo Fafford, Yannick Bisson, Amy Matizio, Jonathan Cherry, Serena Miller, Devery Jacobs, Chris Blackwell. What are you doing, Raven Shadow?
Fucking happening.
What are you doing?
Alden Adair and Warren Bates, and some cameos that we'll talk about as we continue on here. The synopsis for the flick: alcoholic werewolf cop Lou Garreau springs into action when an eccentric businessman with evil intentions seduces Woodhaven's residents with a new brewery and hockey team in this outrageous horror comedy sequel. Do you guys remember what you thought about the first Wolfcop?
No.
I do.
Vaguely.
I
In
know
one,
Mars and I saw it at Rock and Shock.
yeah, and we watched it again because we covered it, right?
Yeah, we did.
One thing that I liked about the first Wolf Cop is it walked the line between stupid and witty. Like it wasn't quite Astron 6, but it wasn't Trauma or Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back or something like that. I feel like this one kind of tripped and ended up on the wrong side of the line for me. Like I feel.
Well, I just asked you what you thought of the first Wolf Cop.
Yeah.
Q Buster.
All right, we're done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think I had some issues with it as well, but overall it was a fun flick. It was a fun flick.
Good, not great.
Yeah. So with this one, I love the poster. It says it looks like the Cobra poster. And it says sequels are a disease, meet the cure.
Just a little bit.
I like the other poster better myself.
The dude
Yeah.
one? The dude designs one?
Well, the dude did both, I think. This is the Cobra one's the dude designs. I think the other one might be the dude designs.
the other one
as
is
well.
more of his like collage style.
Yeah. So
In his palette.
So another Wolf Cop. I honestly, when I saw the first one, I didn't know that it needed a sequel, you know?
No.
Like, there was enough to the world where you could do another sequel, but I just didn't... were there people clamoring for it, you think?
Yeah, I do. I mean,
Yeah.
I always give the first of something that seems like basically there's a superhero movie, right?
Right.
And I always give the origin story, a lot of leeway because I feel like that's a lot of shit to cram into one movie. You know, you got to get the origin happening. You got to try to either find a way to tie it into the villain or get the origin and have a villain. And believe it or not, I think the best example of it done right is Toxic Avenger. Like the way Toxic Avenger kind of flows from his origin and those quote unquote villains to the actual story is pretty seamless.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do otherwise. Whether you're a fucking Russo brothers making a Marvel movie or you're making Wolf Cop 1. And I think Wolf Cop 1 did manage to juggle it pretty okay. But I was excited at the prospect of having more Wolf Cop.
And there were some comics too, weren't there? I believe there was a Wolf Cop comic book.
Huh. I don't remember that, but it definitely lends itself to a comic.
Yeah, I mean, the original Wolf Cop certainly had the makings of getting a sequel on board. You know, just the very thought and the idea of it, it just creates itself. You know, for the idea of a sequel. Right.
I thought that this.
Oh, go ahead.
And I thought that this kind of did the right. It didn't fucking screw. You know, its closest successor. It didn't fucking screw the pooch like Toxic Avenger 2 or 3. It, like,
yeah.
you know, didn't fall off the fucking mountain. Like, I feel like it did pick up at a good place. And I do like the cues to other action movie sequel tropes, or other action movies at all. Like the amount of iconic action movies that happen at Christmas time.
Right.
Like, I like that. I didn't pick up on his name last time, but if you look up Wikipedia, they say, not incorrectly, that loup-garou is French for werewolf, but it's actually also a kind of werewolf. It's like almost like a masted werewolf. It's like a fucking. It's a very old, very big, very powerful werewolf. Like it's
really,
yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's not, you know, like I thought that was a cool reference. I mean,
and then not being Talbot.
Yeah, that is.
yeah.
That is what that means. Like that's what those two French words are. But that is also kind of where the wolf legend that spawned Brotherhood of the Wolf. That was allegedly you know, they're like almost like a bear size wolf, or they're also sometimes depicted as like an Incredible Hulk werewolf. Sometimes disproportionate in the sense where they seem to have smaller legs and a bigger like body, almost like the Tasmanian Devil.
Or like the my favorite werewolf, the one from Night Stalkers, the video game.
Yeah. So they that might actually be exactly what I'm thinking of. But the I think that's cool, and there was a few other like, you know, cool cinematic references in this. If I can just dovetail into like my good, the bad, and the ugly, I guess. There were two appearances in this that I think inadvertently highlighted some of the things that were wrong with the writing. Like, no one does this better than Astron 6 in the world. So they show up in there at the beginning.
We're watching the scene right now. Basically, it's a robbery in progress.
Right. Astron 6 have some sort of a gift that they're delivering to someone, and they're in a big panel truck, and Wolfcop is like chasing them, and
we have Matt Kennedy's dressed up as Santa.
Right. And it's just a cool thing, but you see them, and you're already thinking about how fucking good Father's Day is, and how good Manborg is, and it's tough to, if you're a fan of that, to not. It's almost like when the dudes from the Raid show up in an action movie, and you're like, oh man, like that kind of raises the bar.
Right. You're kind of thinking like, oh, I wish Astron 6 was doing this.
Right. And then, and I like him. I listen to a lot of his podcasts. I enjoy him. I'm not a hater. But I do feel I've grown out of some of his input. Then Kevin Smith shows up, and you kind of are put directly right in the place of where some of this humor falls for me. You know,
It's at the crossroads of Astron 6 meets Kevin Smith.
Yeah, well, I'm old enough. Big wolf dicks aren't funny to me anymore. Like,
they're kind of funny.
Like being on the toilet, you know, on the toilet jokes. That's not funny for me anymore. I'm a grown ass man. Like, so like.
Who are you trying to fool? You're not a grown ass man.
Well, I don't think poop humor's funny. Like,
I agree.
Like the, you know, cunt for Red October, not funny. You know, like there's so much stuff like in this that is funny, and the special effects are awesome. That the not funny of it, like the easy humor, kind of ruined it for me. And in the other movie, I like when movies do the magic trick where they're gonna have the easy humor, but they pin it all on one character. And now that character who had a different arc this time, that kind of easy humor was kind of fucking spread out throughout the film. You know? So, and I feel like it doesn't work as much, and it just kind of, some of the kind of intentionally chitsy special effects that could have been charming are put in a certain place. You know, when I get the budget, like I think that the hockey team reminded me a little bit of the Astro Zombies from the Ted K. Miles movie. You know, like, so there was, you know, in the Aliens, you know, a certain character in this reminded me a lot of Elmer.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool. But so I see all of this DNA here, and I understand that if you're looking at Trauma, even if you're looking at like Clerks, that humor is part of that DNA. But I do feel like there was a wry, very Canadian humor in the first one that this one lost its way a little bit more. That's
Well,
what
I think it went for more low-hanging fruit Canadian humor.
I agree. Well, yeah, I mean,
hockey team. There was a lot of
Yeah.
because I actually don't recall part one being super Canadian. Maybe I just don't remember it well enough. But this one coming out of it was they made a lot of it was clear it was a Canadian film.
It's out of the Canadian closet right now. It just busted out.
I think for me, you mentioned that, Mars. I think for me, it has a little DNA of Savage Steve.
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank. Holland.
Yep.
Holland,
Okay. Yeah. For me, now it wasn't as. I don't think it's. Well, it is charming at parts, but I don't think it's quite as charming as his films. Because those always have sort of at the core, there's some sort of sweet thing going on.
Right.
But I think that's probably what it reminds me of most. Is this feels like an '80s film? You all right?
For some reason, my fucking microphone smells like pepperoni or something.
It's your microphone.
It
so
smells
it's your
like
fault.
pepperoni. You're
I don't
the only
know,
one that
somebody
uses
else
that.
must use it.
No one
You're
else
the only
touches
one
that.
that's used it for months.
Ugh.
Because
I don't eat pepperoni though.
wow.
Well, Johnny.
Well, so Savage Steve. So I was just saying that I feel like it's like an '80s film. It doesn't have a message to tell. It's just one of those films that's made for the sake of for fun's sake, right?
Yeah.
There's no deep message here. There's nothing much going on. There's not while it's made well, the filmmaking is technically done well. We're not looking at a masterpiece here. It's everything's pulled off well. But it's not intended to be an art film. It's not intended to have some sort of message to it. It's just a fun little horror comedy with some good gore gags and some good comedy gags. But at the end of the day, it's kind of empty calories, right?
Yeah, which is fine.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, this isn't a film that's going to be remembered.
I don't know. We just. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but both you guys are right. It's kind of fallen off the tracks in comparison to the first film.
I actually like this just as much as the first one. I think maybe it might have been I think I like the storyline better of the first one, like the overall storyline. But I thought this one pretty much held up.
Well, I thought the first film was okay. Not great. It was just okay. This one is
I really like
is lower than that.
I like this one too.
Well, I think that the humor involved, I like
I would
stupid
have
humor.
thought that you would have fucking loved this. As I was watching all the things that pissed me off about it, I would have thought that this would have been fucking right.
Well, you know
your
what?
alley.
See, I should be liking a movie like this because I think the idea of a cop that's a wolf
It's a werewolf.
or a werewolf or a swearwolf or whatever. It just that idea alone works so well in my mind, and somehow the director seems to, I don't know what it is, but it's somehow, some way, I think he just holds back. I don't know what it is. I think the first one, he wants to lay the groundwork, get the storyline going.
So do you think he
have the origin of the story? Have the origin of the.
There's his Wolfcock.
Another
pretty
Wolfcock.
funny. Yeah.
And have his origin story and all this other stuff. Then he would he would shine it up in the sequel. He would smooth out the rough edges. Inject a little bit more comedy or a little bit more gore. And I really feel like he kind of
I think it might have
fell
more gore.
flat
There's
on
more
that.
gore
Yeah.
in this by a lot.
And also, we'll see. Also, I think the effects in this are rather pedestrian. Now, while I love classic effects, I don't think there was any CGI in this movie. It just doesn't measure up to what I feel that this movie should be. The effects were very Troma-like. The humor was very Kevin Smith-like, and also very tongue-in-cheek as far as Grand Theft Auto style type of humor is concerned as well.
Well, so do you think that they could have it rode the line too much and it should have went on either side?
Yeah, preferably the positive side. I think it.
Well, I didn't mean positive or negative. I meant ridiculous or serious or gory, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I just
think
feel like
smarter
the
dumb
director
is-
is just holding back a little bit. I just
Yeah, but we don't.
didn't
I mean,
feel
we
it.
don't know what the director
Yeah.
can do, so we don't
I
know.
thought
No,
most
that's
of
true.
I thought most of the effects in this. I'll disagree with you. Were really good.
Yeah,
I
agree.
thought the Elmer monster was fucking amazing. Like that shit cracked me.
That
up.
was fucking dumb.
You know what it reminded me of?
I hated that.
I know I've mentioned this before. The Marquis film. It's from 1989. It's a puppet movie called Marquis.
Yeah. You
Oh
mentioned
yeah.
it.
And there's the Marquis de Sade talks to his penis, which is a puppet. Let me find the image.
Bismarcky.
Did you watch this with like your girlfriend or your mom or something?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
No.
Can you see that?
So,
Yeah.
can you watch that movie?
Yeah, I thought that this was. I thought the special effects. I mean, the monsters at the end. I felt like they were supposed to. They looked how they were supposed to look.
And when Kevin Smith showed up, I'm like, no, this can't possibly be happening.
Why?
See, I kind of like that.
I don't see
Why'd
what
you
the
think?
point.
Why'd you think it can't possibly happen?
Because what's the point?
He's the interim mayor.
He-
The mayor died in the last.
I mean, I know why he was in the movie. You know, he was up there shooting a film, so I guess they asked him, "Hey, you want to be in this movie?" So
He's uncredited too.
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go, MCC.
All right.
I can't believe you haven't seen this movie. How have I seen this fucked up movie?
I
You
don't
haven't?
know.
What the hell is he supposed to be?
There's a dog, I think.
The Marquis de Sade's a dog?
Well, it's a movie.
It's the Marquis.
Really, he's
Dotson.
talking to his dick, and the problem is he looks like a dog.
But why would a dog have a human dick?
So if he had a
That's
dog,
what your
so
dick
if he had
looks
so if his dick had the face of a dog, it would be
No.
normal.
No, but it should be more like dog like.
Cute Buster.
If you're gonna have a talking dick, it should resemble
Sorry.
the owner. The
The owner.
Says who?
not the or the
Have you seen your boy Ollie?
Yeah, no, he's got a fucking dog dick. You know what I mean? But like, I shouldn't have a fucking Bijan Brajol. I should have a fucking a human Brajol.
So yeah, I thought I to kind of give you listeners both ends of the thing. I thought the special effects were. I don't know what he's talking about, but
I thought
this-
they were fun.
Yeah.
No, they were, classic, conventional, tangible effects. I just felt that they were on a bit on the. I don't want to say inexperienced side, because I don't know. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like the effects the way they were pulled off in this movie.
My problem with the effects was the repeating. There was a couple they repeated shots or repeated monsters, like blatantly. And to be able to pick up on that with the first time watch, I just felt it was a little too much.
What monsters did they repeat?
A lot of the,
The denouement.
at the risk of spoilers in the hockey arena.
Well, they probably only had a couple of those, right?
The
Like,
penis
I
monster
mean, it was
just looked
ju- yeah, the-
ridiculous.
That's not where the monster came from.
my life is terrible.
I mean, it was just. I felt there was probably only a half dozen.
maybe not even that many, to be honest. But like, why?
I mean,
don't
it was
know.
just. It was just a little too obvious that it was. They were repeating the monsters. Like they made no effort to disguise.
We haven't
that.
even fucking talked about that the keyboard player from Styx is in this fucking movie.
Who the fuck
I
cares?
thought he looks familiar.
Who was which guy?
He was Organo.
Oh, I knew he had to been somebody.
How many
Okay.
keyboard players were in the movie?
Well, no, he might have been a different scene.
What do you mean? Who
Did you
cares
guys-
if the keyboard player from Styx is in this movie?
Yeah.
Did you
who
guys like that
cares?
Willie was back in the movie?
I liked Willie. He made me chuckle. Once you got over this,
Yeah, he was the best part of the whole film,
yeah.
really.
I'm not saying he's
Why
no
don't
Randy.
you care about Styx?
Why should I care about
You're an-
Styx?
You should love Styx.
You're a
Monster
big
Zero.
lumpy dummy. I'm glad I chopped you. I wish your arm fell off.
I don't give a damn about sticks. Fuck sticks.
I'm sorry, they're not fucking Def Leppard.
No, they're not.
Fucking, I suppose a funk is out of the question. They only wrote Mr. Roboto. And Blue Collar Man and Lord of the Rings and
Oh boy, we got a Raven J.
Oh, well, good for them.
What the hell is this?
What the hell?
What's happening there?
All right, another one on the upper left is Dynamo, and the one on the upper right is Raven Shadow. What are they, sleeping?
What's happening there? What's transpiring?
Is everyone trying to look at the handsome Japanese wrestlers? So let me get a set up.
How do you know?
Because he said so.
Oh, okay, all right.
He set it up for me.
What am I laying on?
I think you're trying to look through a telescope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fucking good, Raven J.
All right, let me
Jesus.
get the Raven J up.
He's fucking good, man. Welcome fucking back, Raven J. I missed you, dude.
What a strange dichotomy it is to listen to Monster Zero reviews.
Why?
Fatty rides the bus, good.
Yep.
Another wolf cop, pedestrian.
I think
Like you'd be. I just didn't particularly care for this movie. Why am I supposed to like it?
Well, comparatively speaking, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Comparatively
butt
speaking,
crack.
I like what I like. You like what you like.
But like Netflix would recommend this for you.
Right.
Like you like this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you'll like this.
Yeah, yeah. I hate that shit.
No. But no,
But
I think
I mean, this movie. This movie.
I think the thing
at this
for-
point, this movie should have the rough edges straightened out, smoothed out, more violence.
It's got a lot of fucking
definitely
violence.
more action. The action just seems very held back. This movie
He
just
killed
doesn't-
40 hockey players with a scythe. What are
this
you
movie
fucking
just does
talking
not-
about?
this
After
movie-
he sniffed moon dust off of it.
yeah,
fucking
he
moon
fucking
coke.
put his hand through a guy.
Maybe I'm over expecting
Maybe you
things
didn't
because
watch it.
because of the very idea of a cop, of a wolfman being a
cop
cop.
who's a wolf.
What would you have added?
like really imagine being a Spider-Man.
I don't know. I'm not the director, but I mean honestly, I
You're
think
picking it apart. You're saying it's lacking. What is it lacking?
Right.
Well, I think the thing is he wishes it was just more silly or more gory. He wishes it was more of one or the other and not in between. Is
well,
that accurate?
at times it doesn't know whether it wants to be serious or.
Well, it's never
silly.
serious.
Oh well, you know
never
what I
serious.
mean. I mean it doesn't.
It's called Wolfcop, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
even the serious things they take a little bit too seriously.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
what
for
serious
Christ's
thing?
sake, will you
There's
guys
not
get
a
off my
fucking
balls?
No,
serious
but
thing
you-
in this movie.
Do you
not
not
one,
understand how this works?
Yeah.
Wait. One person at a time. One asshole at a time. You, asshole
There
number
is not
one.
a serious
Start
thing
talking.
in
I've
this
seen
movie.
that movie.
Actually, don't ask Aries. He doesn't have your back.
Nobody has my back.
He
I'm
would-
always,
he
I'm
wouldn't
always
kill your
against
atta-
the wall with you.
He wouldn't kill your attacker. If
I'm
you
always
were
against
killed.
the wall
Yeah,
with
that's
you
right.
cocksuckers.
Because you say that there's serious parts in Wolf Cop.
Look, the final result is I didn't like this movie, so go fuck yourselves.
Well said.
All right?
Would you rather?
Well said.
Well said.
Would you rather, as a real wolf, like that? It was like Murtaugh and Air Bud.
I fuck Air Bud, and fuck Wolf Cop too. I gave it 2 chances and it fucking blew it both times.
We'll watch a Wolf Cop 3. I guarantee you.
Oh, I know we will.
Maybe we'll watch something shitty like a movie you like sometime, like Fatty Rides the Bus. So.
Hey, and you don't have to like it. See,
But I
that's the
could-
difference between me and you.
No,
I
the
don't have
difference
to force
between me
you
and you
to like
is that I
things.
could tell you why I like it and have it don't
And
like
I
it make
told
sense.
you why I don't like
Because
it.
it was too serious.
Oh,
You-
God.
Excuse me,
I
I
don't
nod.
think he went far enough. Like I said, I think this movie is still very rough. It's not. There's something missing in this movie that just doesn't jive with me.
I think it's too smart for you, is what it is. I literally do. What do you think Monster Zeroes Because You Watch looks like on Netflix?
Yeah,
my God.
Because
Because you watch Fuller House and Vampire Boner Party.
nothing wrong with Fuller House. I enjoyed that.
Because you watch Mr. Belvedere
I
and
binge
Werewolf
watched that
Rapist
shit.
in a
And
women's
nothing
prison.
wrong with Mr. Belvedere in the AIDS episode. That's funny.
Because you, like Mr. Belvedere, you're awesome like sodomy high. I mean, I think what Monster Zero was trying to say. But no, I think it could have been more over the top, right? Like more gore, more explosions, more.
It could have. It could. It just feels very held
Low
back.
budget movie, right? Like,
And I like the special
Yeah,
effects.
and there's plenty of low budget films that do the job admirably.
I think
admirably.
with low budget effects,
This one doesn't do it.
you can. It's all knowing the world you're in. Like the effects fit the world they were in.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like whether it's a sci-fi show, whether it's Avatar, Spielberg, whatever. As long as it
I
makes
would-
sense in the world.
Sure. I would agree with that.
and I think it did.
I guess what I'm saying, or what you're helping me say, is that I don't particularly care for this world that the director created for this character. I think this character deserves a much better environment.
Like it could be like a city or a different.
But that's why it's fucking
It just needs to
funny,
be
because he's
bigger.
a superhero
In a small
in
town.
a small town. It's like you
But
don't
it's-
get it.
But it's not funny.
It
That's
is
the
funny.
problem. It's not funny.
It's not funny because we just had to explain to you why it was funny.
No, it's not
Because
funny.
your brain is broken.
My brain is broken.
It is.
My brain is broken.
It's from when you had a stroke.
I just don't think it's funny.
He doesn't get it. Let's move on.
No, I do get it.
You
I
don't
just
get
don't
it.
think it's funny.
Well,
But you
What
can't
is-
tell us why you
Will
don't
you
like it.
shut the fuck up? Jesus Christ. I did not think this movie was all that good. I didn't think it was funny. All right? It could have been better as far as the action is concerned. That's it. Enough said. Fuck off. Raven Shadow, what do you want to say about
But
it?
Raven Shadow, where did he buy that wolf?
That's the thing. I don't know where did he get. How do you get the paint for the W on the car for the Wolfmobile?
Cocksucking mighty man.
Actually, this is so funny because I realized that Club Fuck is spelled PHO.
QUE.
Yeah, that's funny to me. Club Fuck. I thought it was too on the nose, but now I'm into it. Definitely some Canadian strippers there.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I've been to Canada. I like that.
What'd you guys think of Frank?
You want to read Sing Sing Soon's review of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
why don't
Oh,
you
wait,
read
I
it?
got
Your
it.
Why don't you
phone.
read
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Stop passing your phone to everybody.
Because he has a better reading voice.
that's how we
You
get
what?
pink eye. Yeah, I agree though. I
That
don't-
dude looked like you, Mike Marr.
He
Mar.
says, okay, you still live. You guys look amazing. Remind me of the Beetle. You notice my awesome message? Hell yeah. Wolf can't beat vampire. Yeah. Ooh, why you guys got to talk about dog dick? You fuck stick. That dude looks like you, Mike Marr. Is true, his shitty movie. I agree with him. 5 out of 10 star. Lol.
He's a movie dragon that you think you should know. He's a really big fan of the show.
Oh wow.
Sing, sing. Wow, I can't believe I sang that. Oh, somebody did. Somebody else. All right, Wolfie.
Yeah.
I don't like this movie, and I have no good reason.
Okay.
Q Buster. No, I
Eat
thought.
shit.
You just sat here and defended it.
No, I like
What,
it.
did you guys remember the transformation?
Yeah, yeah.
Did-
Yeah, I
Back
love.
to back.
This is still maybe my favorite werewolf transformation.
He basically sheds his skin,
Yeah.
and then the wolf comes out from underneath.
No.
Which is a little weird, I think, but
My
We've
only.
seen that before though. I think.
Yeah, they did it in a stuck in a Hemlock Grove or whatever it's called.
Hemlock Grove.
Yeah.
Just Hemlock Grove.
Sorry.
I definitely didn't like the fucking poop shit.
the
Poop shit?
Poop shit. Yeah, I don't like toilet humor. I truly don't.
I don't either.
Um,
I thought it was more reserved, but like
it was.
in the like thing of
what poop shit?
when he was on the toilet trying to shit out the alien.
Oh,
So
it
just
wasn't
by the
that
simple
bad.
fact he thought he had to go to the bathroom.
I just don't find. I'm with Dynamite. I don't find that
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, but some people do. So it's just not for you.
It was mildly amusing.
No, I don't like it.
Poop shit's not for you, okay?
Right.
Poop's just not for me.
But like I do agree that some of the humor went the wrong way for me.
See, that was funny. That was funny.
But
I will
sir,
admit, that was funny.
you have cancer.
You also have AIDS.
But the I think that the I like
I'll
the,
admit that was
I like them beating up the illegal alien too in that other TV show that they were watching.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where it's like an alien from space.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought that. See, that's more of the humor I wanted, in less Wolfcock, I guess. So
less sophomoric, more ridiculous.
yeah, more subversive, I guess. And I think that the overarching subversive humor that may or may not have been lost on some people, that you have like this Marvel movie happening in like a 2-horse town, and like all these all these fucking huge evil conspiracies come to a town that has like a police station, a donut shop, and
Yeah.
and now a hockey rink. Like
Quickie-
that's
Quickie
fucking
Mart.
funny.
Yeah.
Right.
That whole thing is fucking funny. But like, all that stuff works so much. I thought the special effects in the gore, I thought all that stuff was awesome. I thought that I thought the fight scenes were better in this one than the second one.
What about the sex scene?
Oh yeah.
I thought the sex scene was fine. I didn't like her makeup overall,
Yeah, the face was a little off.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
off.
but I liked that it was a cat. I thought that was interesting. And I liked the dichotomy that it was her sister. In the love triangle thing, they kept going. Like I thought
Lily's
they had,
sister.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought they kind of dropped that a little bit. But she definitely did seem, jealous when Wolfcop was having sex with someone else.
Oh yeah, when she found out. that
Yeah,
he
like
banged the sister.
I thought that this was fine. It was fun. There's something to be said for a film that we watch a lot of movies that try to be 80s movies. The Barn was a movie I watched last week. That didn't seem like an 80s movie. It seemed like a movie from now that could or could not have been set in the 80s, that had like some film grain. This definitely like reminded me of that. I was watching like Toxic Avenger or Super Fuzz or some 80s superhero stuff that I took home, that Kung Fu Zombie, like any of that stuff that I took off the shelf and had no fucking idea of what I was getting. I think no one does this better than Astron 6 in any country. So, there's always been, country mates, and kind of coming from like that new Canadian business model of like of the old Corman business model of making the poster and like kind of selling the movie. There's going to be some comparisons. Hobo with a Shotgun, all that stuff came from the same country, and Wolfcop, the Astron 6 stuff, and Hobo with a Shotgun all had a very similar wry Canadian. I mean, for whatever reason, as a country, if you look at like Kids in the Hall and SCTV, there is a very particular type of Canadian humor. This one definitely felt a little more American humor to me, but that might have been because it was trying to be referential to like the films Jesse was talking about and American action movies.
Who?
Wolfie, sorry. Too many wolves. Too many wolfies with cocks in them. Too many wolfies. I don't think this movie's good, but I don't have any reasons. I like Full House. Too many wolfies. Too many wolfies.
With mics in his paws.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Q Buster, because I think that this was a treat. So there. I'd fucking spoiler.
So, I thought that this film, I had mentioned it kind of earlier, but I thought this film was very, it wore its sort of Canadian, it's sort of what you just said, Mars. It wore its Canadian influences on its sleeve, so to speak.
Or it's bacon on his sleeve.
Well, I think that it wore
Not influences, but
aesthetic. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think it was like if an American was making a movie about Canada, because that shit's not in.
Gotcha. Yeah.
That shit's not in Hobo with a Shotgun or Father's Day. Or,
Agree. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, you're right. So it's kind of what an American would think. Yeah. What an American would think would be a Canadian thing. But yeah, I thought there was a lot to like about this. I liked the Dark Star. I liked that sort of evil sort of corporation. Like, I thought that was kind of good. In a way, I mean, and this is just nitpicking, but I wasn't crazy about how they tried to sort of bring back a plot point from the first one in a different way. Like, I think it was fine, and it fits in with what the town, like, what goes on in the town, but I guess I wish it was maybe a little bit different. But I like this monster here that we're watching, Frank.
Yeah.
And I like the creations that they made, the hockey team and stuff. Like I thought a lot of that stuff was fun.
And Dark
And it
Star.
gave-
Sorry.
I was just gonna say it gave Wolfcop some, like adversary, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know.
Dark
Different
Star's
rogues.
another fun reference too.
Yeah.
Like the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's the villain organization was called Dark Star,
Dark
and
Star,
that was
yeah.
the name of the hockey team.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, there was some stuff in there, the Sisters of Mercy Church and
Yeah.
or orphanage or whatever it was.
And was it like Fortress of Solitude Garage or something like that? It was called the Fortress,
I didn't catch that, but it's possible.
where he was he was hiding out.
Oh, he was hiding out. It was
Yeah.
animal shelter.
Oh, Fortress Shelter. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was called Fortress Shelter.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And even his buddy had wearing the jumpsuit with the name on the back.
Willie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Willie was no Randy, but he made me chuckle.
And one of the things I thought was pretty funny is I love the dichotomy between like the Dark Star lab and how it looked so like sort of advanced versus how shitty the arena looked, where they were supposed to take place in like it was the same building essentially.
Yeah.
Like the arena looked like any high school or like any hockey arena you'd go into, like local arena.
But the one we have on Mill Street.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. Yeah. So I just thought that was kind of a funny dichotomy. A couple of the lines, I can't remember who said this now. Was it I can't remember if someone said it to Wolfcop, but later on someone asked, "Why the fuck aren't you wearing pants?" I think it was someone asking Wolfcop that.
No, it was they asked Organo had no pants on.
That's what it was. Yeah, it's when Organo. Yeah, he's like, "Why the fuck aren't you wearing pants?"
I think he had one of the
That's
songs
it, yeah.
too,
He did. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Yeah.
which was my favorite one.
And I did love one of the nice things when you're doing a hockey movie is one of the things is when you get in a fight, you pull the guy's jersey up over his head, right?
Yeah.
In this, Wolfcop pulled some dude's skin up over his head,
That's pretty good.
which I thought was pretty awesome. And I did love that line, "Can I borrow your scythe?"
Yeah.
Just some fucking dude random. And I thought some of the stuff was nice. The occult, like the very little of the occult stuff they used was a nice touch. And I did like, was it her name is Cat or Kitty? Cat.
Yeah. Oh, I liked her.
I like the
Oh, cat. Yeah.
I like the stuff with her. I like the moon rock was a little silly, but it worked for this. Like I thought it worked well. And I also that sex scene was so ridiculous.
Yeah, I kind of wanted him to transform. I want a full wolf on cat.
Wolf on cat action.
Yeah. I like that genre.
So I guess that's most of my notes. Aries, did you haven't said too much?
No, everyone's been kind of interrupting me, so I was just kind of sitting back.
Oh, shit, now he's pissed.
Yeah, now he's pissed.
Yeah, you look like Wolfcop.
Yeah, thank you. I was waiting for that comment.
Why are you handsome? Wolfcop's
I
handsome.
know you've seen me with my pants off, so that's you get that correlation.
Aries got a wolf cock.
No, I mean this movie isn't breaking any ground. Run of the mill slasher type horror.
It wasn't really slasher.
Well,
They run of the
yeah,
mill.
no, I'm just kind of. I had thoughts and now they're gone. I'm sorry.
There's Regina. Someone asked about Regina. Raven Shadow.
Oh, okay.
Flashbacks.
It's fucking cold.
That's where Kat lived, and that's where the visiting hockey team was from.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's where they have werecats over there. It's a good place to hide.
You liked Kat?
Oh, I like her sassy mouth, yeah. I like her.
No, actually, does Frank seem familiar to anyone else?
Yes.
Frank?
Frank.
But he's not who we would think he would be.
Like I don't know. Like he just really seemed familiar. Like not that he was in another movie, but someone similar to him.
I mean, it kind of has like a "My name is Earl" mustache.
No, not
No,
him.
he's talking about the villain.
The villain.
Oh, his voice sounded familiar.
Yeah,
no,
I
not the
agree.
voice. His appearance.
I thought his voice sounded
Yeah,
familiar.
the appearance would look familiar.
Wait, no, Frank. I think. Sid. I'm thinking of Sydney.
Yeah, Sidney Swallows. That was his name.
Yeah, that voice sounds.
That pissed me off. That was the other thing I was trying to think of that I felt like was too dumb for this movie.
This whole movie's dumb.
But there's a line.
This whole movie is lowbrow humor. Anything that isn't lowbrow is accidentally not lowbrow humor.
Did you see the first one though? Because that wasn't the
I
case.
didn't.
Yeah, that
I
wasn't the case, which makes me think that it's almost the other way around. That they went too far. They pushed the line too far in trying to up the ante and not rehash jokes or whatever. They went too far in the wrong direction. Because I thought the other one was dumb but had a wry sense of humor.
But yeah, I think Sydney
I can't
is a
comment
voice actor.
'cause I didn't see the first one.
All right. Anyone else have anything to say before we head to verdict? No.
Yeah.
It's even too hot for Buster.
Trick or treat, baby. I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, verdict time. We're going to let you know whether this flick is a trick or a treat and any final thoughts you may have. Raven Shadow.
Yeah, no, I definitely like when the hero can induce his powers from some kind of drug use.
Is that kind of rings true? for you?
Well, it's fair. It's fair. So yeah, whether he has to drink to get his powers, which they do, or do a couple rails off a scythe in a final battle, I like that. But it ain't Casablanca, gang, and it ain't Winter Soldier.
Nor is it trying to be.
Exactly. As we mentioned, it did kind of teeter on the wrong side of Tromaville for me. But overall, I liked it better in the ending. I liked when our ragtag super team kind of assembled. We saw some werecat boobs, well, plural, definitely.
6 of them.
Six of them, yeah.
6 of them.
But I don't know if this is the kind of movie that you watch with a whole bunch of dudes, but at least watch it with one dude and have a couple of beers. I'd watch this with you, Johnny, and we could go to that little vegan store.
Just me?
Yeah, me and you. We could go to the vegan store you like.
Which one?
I don't know, the fucking
Vegans are us.
Safe Zone or something like that.
Fuck?
Yeah,
Vegans are us.
pet friendly or something. The vegan hut. The vegan hut. The Loving Hut. See, I know.
Yep.
I did my research. We can find something like a fake meat product. Like the meat, the soy that tastes.
What
like
are you
meat.
fucking talking about?
I told me I want to watch this. I want to pot 3 with Johnny. We can get some fake meat together.
Oh my fuck.
I got some boxes.
My
of,
life is fucking awful. Aries, snap my neck, please.
I got a lot of frozen food at my house. So I might try some soy. She's hot, man. Leather pants.
Jesus fuck. It's like he's having a
So
fucking
what
stroke.
is it?
What is it?
You say.
What is it? Yeah, I'd say it's good enough treat.
What is it?
What is it?
Good enough treat.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
enough treat.
Aries.
I mean, this movie, it is what it is. There's no hidden meaning behind it. I like that it's just right in your face. If you want to watch a good, not decent, lowbrow humor horror movie, check it out. So treat.
MZ.
I love lowbrow humor, but this one misses the mark for me. This has the potential of becoming another Toxic Avenger, and unfortunately becomes another Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD with a great.
It's way better than that.
With a great premise, fantastic idea, but it just falls flat for me. This is a trick.
I can't believe no one brought up slamming a cock.
Yeah, I know. I figured we were gonna, but it kind of didn't happen. Yeah. Slam a cock.
Chicken milk stout.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It kind of reminded me of what was Black Dynamite? What do they call that? Anaconda gives you. It was Anaconda, right?
Oh yeah. Anaconda malt liquor gives you. Gives you.
Woo! I love his band too.
Yeah.
Is that Jason Mewes?
No.
I doubt it.
No, not him. The ponytail.
That?
I think that's a chick.
I think Jason Mewes has short hair now.
Yeah, it looks good. All right.
He's in a movie right now on Prime called some vampire movie. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right, Marsman, what's your thoughts?
Treat. I have a question though.
Yeah.
At the end, the stinger.
Yeah, what was that?
Who was that supposed to be? Somebody that I miss?
No, I don't think it was supposed to be anyone.
It wasn't Connor Sweeney.
No.
Okay.
He has head ripped off.
And why did he get?
Maybe we'll find out in part 3.
Well, the guy's dead.
Well, maybe he was related to someone or something.
I was related to somebody.
Remember, children.
All right, for me, this was now. It's not a perfect movie. As we've stated, the movie is fucking called another Wolfcop. Like, you can't go in thinking it's going to be anything but ridiculous. So I think it's so campy and so over the top, but it's well made. Like, it's well executed.
Yep.
And it's fun.
Yep.
And I think you do have that expectation of what you're getting into. So I don't think it's anything, that's out of left field that you're not expecting. And for me, like I said, it's very reminiscent of 80s cinema. That was more about making a fun experience that doesn't take itself too seriously. And in that case, I think it succeeded. Like, this is sort of like a Police Academy style movie that is just about making a fun movie.
Yeah.
There's no hidden message to the Police Academy. There's no subtext. It's just let's make a fun fucking movie. And that's what this is. And I think there's some good performances. There's, it's funny. Am I gonna watch it again? I don't necessarily know. Maybe not. But
What about with a couple of dudes?
well, me and
about-
Raven Shadow are apparently gonna watch it and go to the vegan store.
Yeah. What about with two, three dudes?
2, 3 dudes.
You, me, Ollie, and Ozzy, right?
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah.
We'll have a little double dog date.
Double dog day. Double dog day for a dog day.
Yeah. Jokes on Wolfie because he's gonna have to go to your house.
That's fair.
Yeah. The sun is up.
Check out this sexy sleep easy.
Yeah.
Sexy Sleep Easy?
There you go.
Whatever it's called.
You know what it's called.
That's a better name.
Yeah. Just
It's a more
Yeah, it's easy
appropriate
to
name.
fall asleep in there.
Hey, well. Yeah.
Speakeasy.
You should rename it to his favorite sport, the sexy pea screen easy.
All right, yeah. So yeah. Ultimately, this was a treat for me. It's probably not going to be on the year-end list, but it was a fun movie. I enjoyed watching it, especially last week obviously we watched Demon Warp, but we watched some relatively heavy stuff with subtext and analogies and all sorts of stuff going on. So this was kind of nice just to to watch something like this. So
And we saw the boys from Astron 6, which is nice.
yeah, absolutely. I was totally on board once I saw the Astron 6 dudes. Totally on board. So, and I do think that this is sort of a cross section of Astron 6 meets Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's Canadian movies, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite the dialogue of his earlier work, but
Well, I'd say this is better than his Canadian movies.
I would agree there.
yeah.
Tusk, and what was the other one?
Yoga hosers.
Yoga hosers, yeah.
Oh, I liked Yoga Hosers. St. Suit's trying to call me. Yeah, I liked Yoga Hosers. I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah.
And I appreciate that there is a Tusk. I think that's the only way that I can word it. Like,
I think bravo for him for trying.
Yeah.
Here's the sex scene.
Yeah, it is.
I would take Tusk over Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All day, every day.
No.
Yeah.
Sing Sing Soon says, "Is true is shitty movie. Admit it. Admit it's true, Dynamo."
All right, fine, saying.
Sing Sang Soon watching this also, I find this awesome.
Nice.
And he says, "She suck at making love. I rate a 4 out of 10." I think Wolfcop hate Canada because over hockey.
Is he watching it? Like, how does he know?
Is he in the room?
He says, "I bet I'm better in the movie."
Are we streaming the movie by accident somehow?
No. I bet I'm better in the movie. Make better Wolfcop. More blood, more beers, and getting hammered.
Probably.
Wolfcop needs good sex, otherwise he piss off. Fuck no is trick, he says. They need me to be in because there's no Asian actor. Well, he's got us there.
No, there is an Asian actor. He owns the
Oh, yeah, that's right.
convenience
Yeah,
store.
that's right. Yeah. All right, so that's going to wrap up our discussion of another Wolfcop. It is available pretty much everywhere, so if you want to, you can even get a double pack. If you haven't seen either of them, you can get they call it the Wolf Pack.
Of course.
You can get Wolfcop and Another Wolfcop as a DVD or Blu-ray set, and that's available. I'm pretty sure our boy Nick got it at Best Buy for
I'd like to get them.
$20 or something.
If there's good special features on there, I get them.
So keep an eye out for this. If it interests you, if you want kind of just a no-brainer, kind of silly, gory, Wolfman movie, then go for it.
I have to be honest. This is closer to what I'm looking for in 2018 for my entertainment than other things.
Children of the Babadook.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to learn anything. Yeah.
I want subtext of society, Johnny.
Because here's the thing. When I feel like I'm going to school watching a movie and then I look at who else is in the class, I feel like I really blew it. Movie. Yeah, no, I don't know. I like Mallrats. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like Mallrats. I like Chasing Amy.
Yeah.
I like Dogma. That's I think that's where I draw the line now, though.
I love.
All right, let's wrap this up.
All right.
So that's going to do it for our discussion of Another Wolfcop. Now, next week, we're going to do another recently released VOD flick, and it was getting a bit of buzz on the festival circuit, as I know Mars had pointed out, and it is available on VOD now, and it's called The Night Eats the World. And
The spoon takes a wife. The spoon takes a wife.
And so this French film, I don't know if it sort of follows in the line of the French extremity movement, which would be interesting to see. But it is directed by Dominique Rocher. Yes, Mars.
I think Gang Bang Zombies was also French.
Oh, Ganga Bonga.
Yeah,
Ganga Bong.
Ganga Banga Bong. I think that was also a French zombie film. So.
Oh, Ganga Bonga.
Ganga Bong. Were you here for that, Aries? You would have loved it.
No, I unfortunately missed that.
Ganga Bong.
Gong.
Ganga Bong. Ganga Bong.
Could we watch that later?
That was amazing.
Did that make the greatest hits? I think it
Not
did, right?
yet.
No, it has volume 4.
It's on the.
Oh, I
It's
thought
on
that-
the. It's in the list of things.
Oh, okay.
Ganga Bonga.
I gotta find that. Hopefully you still have it. I lost all those timestamps, I think.
I think I have them.
Ganga Bong. Ganga Bong. We still haven't put my favorite yet. When Monster Zero tells me to put something in my cock holster. And I tell him that this is a film discussion podcast, not a film rambling on podcast. And he says, if you stop interrupting me, I won't ramble on. And Tiny says, so just so I have this straight, if we let you talk and talk and talk and talk and talk,
You won't
you won't ramble on. And Monster Zero says, thank you, Tiny.
All right, so next week, The Night Eats the World. If you guys want to play along at home, it's available on VOD. And you know what? Instead of going to a commercial break, we had a voicemail that we weren't able to play last week because we're over the 4-hour mark. So let me just play that. It is from our buddy Jeremy McFarlane, and he's going to talk about New York Ripper.
Ganga Bong.
Ganga Bonga.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy. Hope you guys are doing well. I know this is going to be a massive episode, so I will not make it super long. Like my first recording, I know I had to go back, and I was like, man, it might be a little too long. Let's try to cut it down a little bit. 6 years, it's absolutely incredible, guys. You guys have everything to be proud of. I started back on the, my first episode I started on was the Dear God No episode. And I was hooked. I was hooked ever since, and I still listen today. And it pushed me enough to go up there and see you guys and, ask Mars if it would be okay if I walked onto that stage with the Deadites and asked my wife to marry her, and it worked out pretty well. Got married. It's been incredible. I've gone back and listened to all the episodes. So I've been listening to, out of the 6 years, I've been listening to about 4.5 years, close to 5. So I've been pretty close to the beginning. I was there for the Wes Craven and John Carpenter debate. For me, there's no debate there. John Carpenter is the man. no doubt, and still is my favorite director. But it's been an incredible ride, guys. I've loved it. I've sent in tons of feedback. I've sent in tons of voicemails. I listened to so many damn reviews, and you guys have always, for the most part, steered me in the right direction. You guys have done it. You guys have recently asked about recommendations to review for this 6-year anniversary. Movies. Some great movies in there, I'm sure. I've only seen a couple of them. And gladly, happily enough, one of the ones I've suggested was in there, Robo War, which is a blast of a movie. It's just a pure fun movie. It's schlock. It's goofy. Got the fantastic Red Brown, the hunter from the future. It's just incredible. It's a fun movie. It's a complete Predator ripoff, but you have a blast. You got him in a fucking baby blue tank top with blue jeans on and a white one of those thin white belts wrapped around his waist. Red Brown's looking great in it. My wife loved it. It was a fun time. But in one of those movies was The New York Ripper, which I've never seen before, and I've seen quite a bit of Fulci's flicks. And it was one of those ones that kind of passed me by. I just never got into it. Well, never got a chance to get into it. So I figured, since yesterday you guys figured everything out and Demon Warp won, and I was like, that's cool. I've never seen Demon Warp before, so hopefully soon I'll get the chance to check it out. But New York Ripper's on Amazon Prime. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it. So I popped on New York Ripper this morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and finished it around, because I had to take a break. I went to work and everything. I just watched I think I watched 40 minutes of it before I went into work. And I finished the rest when I got home. And I figured I would give my feelings on New York Ripper. Now, I know Eddie was asking me what my thoughts were on the New York Ripper, and I felt kind of obligated, like I had to do it. I should really give my thoughts on this, especially since you guys had already figured out what you guys were going to cover on this episode. So I was like, well, why not? I don't think they'd be, against me sending in a review of the New York Ripper. They're not going to. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it anyway, so I figured I'd throw my 2 cents in. So I got 3, I think I got them narrowed down. 3 great things about the New York Ripper. 1, the duck quacking. Whack, whack. It's very original. I have never seen that or heard that in any other slasher flick in my life. Mind you, slasher movies aren't my thing. I could care less for them, honestly. I don't know if that surprises anybody here, but I grew up with fucking action movies. That's what I grew up with. It was nowhere near slasher. The first John Carpenter movie I saw was not Halloween. It was The Thing. So no, it wasn't The Thing. It was The Fog. So the first one I saw was The Fog, and The Fog is not. There are maybe some slasher elements in The Fog, but The Fog. The Fog is all about atmosphere. And that's kind of where I learned what I loved in movies was a great atmosphere, But I think the duck thing is unique, big time, for New York Ripper. I would consider it the best thing about New York Ripper, honestly. Okay, 2, set pieces. Now, there's some fantastic set pieces in this movie. One being, there's a scene where a woman goes into a back room and it's all lit by a green gel. The light bulb in this room has been taken out and it's all lit in the green, in the green gel, which I love that. It looks great. I love the contrast of the green and black. It looks fantastic. It's a great scene of a woman in a movie theater where she escapes the killer but the camera is all the way up towards the screen and looking back into the seats, or you get that fantastic shot of like the light coming from the projector onto the screen. You never see what movie's going on, but it doesn't really fucking matter at that point. It just looks great. That might be it for me on the scenes. There's not a lot of great set pieces, but there are definitely two really fantastic set pieces in this movie. I like those two quite a bit. And 3, the music. The score is a lot of fun. It's goofy, it's upbeat, it's very disco-ish. It's very disco-ish. At times, while you're watching New York Ripper, you can, for me at least, I kind of faded out sometimes, like I zoned out a little bit. And when I would zone back in, I thought I was watching like Starsky and Hutch or, put your 70s cop show here, write it down, whatever, fucking San Francisco, 911, whatever, with Michael Douglas, whatever. It just reminded me of that, or like a law show back in the 70s. It doesn't fit the movie at all. The score does not fit the movie. That's what I love. That's why I think it's so much fun, because it doesn't make any sense that this score is in this movie with all the violence and the violence is pretty intense. The violence is very over the top. The movie itself isn't very good though, and this is where I'm coming from with the movie. I've seen quite a bit of Fulci flicks, and House by the Cemetery, The Beyond, and I can't remember the other one. Sorry. Well, even like Manhattan Baby or whatever. That Gates of Hell's trilogy. City of the Living Dead. That's it. Okay. That trilogy, you can really, when you watch them, you can really step through a sort of invisible boundary and walk into a completely different dimension where things don't really matter. So heavily covered in fog and the Fulci fog and everything. You don't feel like you're in a real place. It might take place in reality for, maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but as soon as you get there, it's all over. You're in a different dimension. With New York Ripper, it's all set in reality, especially where the main cop, he's talking on the phone with the duck, and they try to trace his call, and you have all these close-ups of these dials tracing his call. It's very realistic. Well, I wouldn't say it's very realistic, but scenes like that put you into the real world. All the autopsy stuff and everything, even though the person who's doing the autopsy may not fit in that world because he's completely goofy and over the top, listening to music the whole time. He care less about the cop, the private detective, or whatever he is, the detective. It doesn't fit there. Even the detective, one of the main characters you follow in the movie, he doesn't fit in this movie either. He fits in a Fulci flick. Don't get me wrong, but he's so over the top and ridiculous. He doesn't seem to ever give a shit about what's ever happening. He's literally punching in a card and clocking in and clocking out. Whatever gets him in and out, he's good to go. The movie has one of the dumbest revelations, baby. Resolution. Yes, I have been drinking. Resolutions I've seen in a while. I don't want to give anything away because this is the first time I've seen this movie, so I don't want to ruin anything for anybody if they haven't seen it yet. But I will say this, and it'll be very vague, hopefully. There's a little girl in a hospital room with no arm, and she obsessed about this rubber ducky, and there's a professor that this cop character, this detective character hooks up with, and they both solve the crime. Well, it's more like the professor solves the crime. And they kind of come down to I honestly don't know what it is, but they come down to a resolution of that the character that was killing all these women in this movie only killed them because the daughter may never grow up to be like these women. Which is ridiculous to me because most of the women in this movie, I would say 99.9% of them, are prostitutes. And they're living on the streets. They're not living a great life. I can guarantee you they would definitely be wanting to live a better life than like they are living. And the fact that the serial killer in this movie is killing women because he looks at his daughter and wishes that she could be a better person like these other women that he's been killing, blows my mind. It makes absolutely no sense. It's extremely stupid. It's very bad. But I've seen it. I saw it. New York Ripper. There you go. It's not a depressing movie. It's not really a fun movie. It's pretty mediocre in my opinion for a Fulci flick. I like more of the Fulci sort of high concept horror stuff, like City of the Living Dead and The Beyond and all that stuff. I like that more. It's more fun to me because you can step out of your own skin and go into a different place. I like that. The Beyond is my favorite Fulci flick. It's a fantastic movie, a masterpiece in my opinion. But well, there you go. That's my review of New York Ripper. It's fine. Not impressed at all. Such a stupid resolution at the end. But it has some nice scenes in it, like a good looking scenes, well shot sometimes. Really goofy music that doesn't fit the movie, but in an interesting take on the serial killer genre. It's especially the serial killer itself. It's interesting. So I'll never watch this movie again. This is my last time, but I watched it. So, guys, I'm sorry if it's so long, but happy 6 years. I love all you guys. You're fantastic. Hopefully I get to see you guys soon. Hopefully maybe this October. I don't know. I hope so, man. And if anything has taught me, if any of this movie's taught me is to stop smoking. And Raven Shadow, this detective is a detective in this movie. One of the main characters, he can barely run up the stairs, and his doctor told him to kind of chill out the smoking. Now, I haven't smoked in 2 years. I've been hitting the vape here, smoked heavily. I have a cigarette every once in a while, but mostly I've been sticking to the vape thing. It really helps. So I love you, Raven Shadow.
Love you, brother.
Please look into the vaping thing. You might actually find it. You might actually enjoy it. I actually got Joanne into it. She has stopped smoking now.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. You're a cripper. You guys take it easy. Love you guys. Here's to another 6 years. Cheers. Love you guys. I'll do my best. Dear God, no again. Dear God, no! Yeah. Yeah. You guys take it easy. I love you. All right. Bye.
Love you too, buddy. So there you go. We didn't have to review New York Ripper because Jeremy McFarlane did.
Treat.
There we go. Trick! Dear God, no!
I can't believe that Dear God No was his first episode that he had to listen to.
Wow.
You know what they say, Raven Shadow, right?
Every episode is someone's first episode.
It's amazing that he stuck around after that episode.
I actually rewatched Dear God No, a couple of weeks ago.
No, you did not.
I did. Yeah, I had some people over the house. Music Quest Bob was over. He's a maniac. So we threw that in.
Were you trying to get him to leave?
Well, yeah, I was fucking tired. I'm like, we guys gotta fucking go. But no, we did Dear God No. And it was one of something. These guys like crazy shit, and we were gonna talk anyway.
I mean, yeah, the sexy dicks were cute for a minute.
They were actually for at least 2 minutes. And then we watched that, and then we watched Bone Tomahawk.
There you go.
That's a double feature.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they enjoyed that.
I would hope so.
But yeah, I mean, actually, on second viewing, Dear God No wasn't as, I don't know, bad. It's not good, but it just seemed more cartoony the second time around.
So it might hold true that it might not be the worst movie we've seen.
I don't think so. Definitely not.
I don't even know if it's in the running. We watched Felt.
Ghost Games.
Any movie we watched, Felt made it look like fucking Casablanca.
Yeah.
Like Felt was the worst movie we've ever watched.
I thought there was some worse ones. Maybe.
The Shiza one. Kuso.
Yeah, Kuso.
No.
Kuso's way worse than Dear God No in terms of I would never.
Kuso was bad, but Dear God No was just an abomination.
I wonder if we will ever revisit any of these.
The fucking one that
Well,
Tim
looks
from
like
Korea.
one of us did anyway.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
You know what I'm stuck on, Johnny?
What?
I can't remember what the other one in my upcoming double feature was. I was trying to cue things up today, and I could only remember Neon Maniacs.
Brain scan?
Nope. It's not the Spookies.
That was awesome.
Man, it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I told Raven Shadow, but I know he doesn't remember.
I don't remember.
Fuck, I was like...
By the way, this is this will only be like it'll get this group in I can't fucking talk today. I'm really sort of like declining as we go because I'm getting tired. But it's gonna get a big pop out of the boys. But Psycho Patrick's gonna be in town in 2 weeks.
Nice.
Yep, 2.5 weeks.
It makes me nervous, though, because it's right around the time that I have to come up with a fucking whole set of music, and I can't even fucking find the other guy in the band. He's just gone. So he fucking pops up to talk about Dylan Dog, but he's then like
he still hasn't replied to a text from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like so I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be doing a 5-hour fucking acapella version of a Misfits song. That's the only thing we have planned so far.
If you want a shitty bass player to stand on stage with you, I'm your man.
Yeah.
Can you wear
he
a
might have
hockey
another
mask?
table for you to watch after.
It may be everyone but the original lineup at this point, right, Mars?
Well, I know he'll show up, but I mean, he's probably gonna fucking show up with a fucking no songs and a robot skeleton.
A mechanical skeleton, yeah.
Fuck.
He's gonna pillage the cove for pots.
Was it a movie we reviewed?
I think so. I remember thinking like it was gonna really make people's lives better by showing them those two movies together. Now I can't remember the other one.
No, it'll come to you.
Okay, it's been for like 4 days, so I'm a little worried.
So thank you, Jeremy McFarland. We love you, bud, and hopefully we get to see you in October or soon. That would be awesome.
Yep.
All right, so do you guys want to hear what the folks think might be the best transformations, or do you want to talk about our own first? You want to do our own?
Yeah, sure.
All right, MZ, I think it's between you and Mars, the biggest fan of werewolf movies. I think it might be... who's the bigger?
Mars could go first.
Who's the bigger fan?
If he's ready.
Between
I
you
think
two.
Mars is.
Okay.
You go
Mars.
My favorite werewolf movie has
Werewolf Transformation.
Has nary a transformation in it though. So like I think this is actually the first Wolfcop where they showed it more. I think is actually one of my favorites. But I also like I like the transformations in the Howling films. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go with the Howling.
Yeah.
All right. Now you, MZ.
My favorite transformation isn't even in a werewolf movie.
Oh, I think I know which one.
Strictly speaking, I really dug the werewolf transformation in Trick or Treat.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna go with that one. Yep.
I really dig that.
The great thing about I mean, at this point, it's been 10 years since that movie's been out, so I'm pretty sure most people have seen it. But I think the great thing about that was it was so unexpected, right?
Right.
Like it just kind of came out of nowhere,
and it was done so well too. I mean, despite a majority of it being done in CGI, it was done really, really quite well.
You know, we had this
sexy, and
we had like the vampire guy, right? The one with the mask. Was he a vampire? Yep. and he was chasing the Little Red Riding Hood,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden, tables get turned. But yeah, so that was a absolutely great scene.
Mm-hmm.
So that's MC's Aries or Raven Shadow. You guys got one?
Although it's not technically a film, it does have an IMDb credit. I will go Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Ah, okay.
Not a bad choice.
Watching that inspired me to go watch American Werewolf in London.
Wow.
That's a very good choice.
It
I
is.
wouldn't have thought of that either
Yeah,
because it's not a movie.
It's a
But-
werewolf diddler.
But it is, yeah, absolutely.
It's fucking scary.
Yeah, so this is diddler.
Diddler night. He's gonna touch you. We made the two covers. You better go hide. Wow.
Raven Shadow.
Michael Jackson's Diddler. It's
Yo, Pope Glitter. Sorry, Disney.
yeah. Now we can't direct Guardians 3. Fuck. We were in the front running. I talk about it a lot, and I haven't really truly seen it since I was a child. But I always go back to the werewolf TV show on Fox early on.
Yeah.
And what did it for me was the the pentagram that appears on the dude's palm when he's about to transform. I just liked that. It was kind of like, my memory is a very like.
What show is this?
It was called Werewolf on Fox 25. Think like 21 Jump Street season 1.
Oh, so we're talking early 90s.
Or early 90s, yeah. It was Friday night. It was Werewolf and the Adventures of Beans Baxter, which was like a teenage James Bond type shit. And I liked it. And I was home.
Oh.
Right? That was dope, right?
I remember Beans Baxter.
And Chuck Connors was like the guy on a quest to stop the werewolf. And he would like go on a quest to find a guy that turned him. And he would have adventures.
Yeah, if it was on Friday night, I was out. And I had a social life.
Well, listen, I was like fucking.
When you
I
were
was
12?
Yeah, and Aries was fucking was stealing cars when he was fucking 12.
I was out a lot when I was
He
12.
probably-
It was early 90s.
He's lived a hell of a life.
He probably still had a beard.
You know, I actually think it was 89 maybe. It might have been 89.
Yeah, so we're like 12.
Yeah, well, I would have been fucking 12 or 13. I was
Yeah.
13 in 89.
I was in high school, so
Yeah.
I was probably out.
Yeah, well, I was a good boy, and I was,
I was talking to girls, actually.
well, I was watching fucking Werewolf and reading comics. Fuck it. No, I hate this show. No, but I liked the pentagram. It was a really cool little thing, and I hadn't really seen that before. And every other werewolf trope, I've never seen that little bit of business.
All right. So Werewolf, the TV show.
Yeah, with the pentagram.
I got it with the pentagram in his hand.
Yeah, but Johnny, you don't understand.
It was there
No,
a
no, I got
pentagram.
it.
Wait. You're saying right on his hand?
on his hand.
On his motherfucking
In the
hand?
flipping gibber.
Remember, children.
Go fuck my. All right, fine. Fucking
No, you said it.
Michael J. Fox and Teen Wolf.
That's a good one, too.
That's a good one, yeah.
Give me a keg of beer.
Well, I actually, the one that I was gonna pick one that because it was my runner-up because I thought the other one would be chosen, but I still think the greatest one is An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
I just assumed someone else would pick that one, so I had a backup.
I have another one for the list
What?
because I almost said it before. Greatest American Werewolf in London.
Greatest American Werewolf in London?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'll go with my runner-up too because no one mentioned it. But because the movie was sort of a body horror throughout until the actual full moon, that would be Ginger Snaps, which I thought was interesting because you saw her changing kind of throughout slowly. Like she had like the little fur on her shoulder, and then had like the little claws coming out her foot, and then until she went full blast basically. So I thought that one was different in that sense that it didn't show it right away. It was just sort of a slow progression. So that one was good, and whenever there's an opportunity with werewolves, I got to mention Silver Bullet because that movie's fucking awesome.
How many are you gonna name?
Well, I was last, so
Well, you kind of bust my balls for throwing the Teen Wolf thing in there. Now you're naming like.
I didn't bust
Those
your
are
balls.
What are you talking about?
You got
I mean,
nobody
you named
cahoots.
3. We only got to name 1.
Yeah, and you give me
Piss
shit for
on
giving
the
2.
Yankees. Piss on
on
the
the
Indians.
Yankees.
Piss on the
Red
Phillies.
Yep.
You have another one you want to name?
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
gotta-
no, Johnny
name
fucking
it.
took them all.
Name it right now.
A fucking Wolfie High.
Hey.
Did he have
Teen
a
Wolf
pentagram
2.
in his fucking hand?
Yeah, he did it for me.
Teen Wolf 2.
And a pentagram.
Teen Wolf also.
Another Teen Wolf.
All right, well, let's hear from our buddy First Time Mike.
First time Mike checking in for a bit. The Company of Wolves. Gorgeous, beautiful exploration of the big bad wolf, medieval times, fairy tales, you know, the myth of a woman growing up, the darker shades of the Red Riding Hood myth. Just gorgeous transformations. The cover gives away the best one, but there's other that range from the classic to the disturbing to the surreal and dreamlike. Well worth the movie. It's a little slow on spots, and it has Angela Lansbury as Grandma, and it's just a great movie. Check it out. Well worth the price of rental. Or if you got Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free
Yeah, you can.
right freaking now after you listen to this podcast. Well worth it. Well worth it. Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf. Classic. Christopher Lee, Sybil Danning, The Mighty Reb Brown, some lady from a soap opera. Truly bizarre transformations that range everything from some wolf-like to fangs to, hey, let's just put some hair in strategic places where, on everything. You'll see. Alterations to the werewolf myth, like that certain werewolves can only be killed by titanium. Christopher Lee in New Wave glasses. It's a classic. Check it out. Wait till the end. Watch the credits. Certain people will be rewarded. I wouldn't be surprised if Monster Zero has watched that section of the movie many, many times. Howling 3, The Marsupials. The second Howling sequel, and in my mind, the most bizarre. Yes, marsupials means there are werewolves with pouches in it. There are Tasmanian tiger, which are, just check it out. I don't want to give away a lot of it. Howling 3, it's a bizarre 90 minutes of, hey, can you get more nuts than Howling 2? Here, hold my Fosters, because it's going to get weird. Check it out. This is First Time Mike. I've seen all the Howling movies, even the line dancing one. Does that make me better than you? Not in any way whatsoever. But I'm a sadder and wiser man for doing so. Love you guys. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, bud. Some great ones on there.
He named multiple movies. You going to get on him?
No, he didn't yell at me.
He didn't yell at you?
No.
I didn't
Give him
yell
a
at
chance.
you.
He will.
did.
No one yelled at you.
Johnny did.
You can call me a bully again?
Yeah,
What you
no,
talk
but
about?
I am now.
No one yelled at you.
What?
He did, yeah.
What kind of fantasy you living in?
Right.
Well, my fantasy involved Johnny yelling.
You're getting very sensitive. You're upset about what happened in the chat the other day. You're upset
Yeah.
about this.
You were upset what happened in the chat
Because I
yesterday.
thought I fucking lost my damn full mind.
Oh.
Well, Aries is rubbing off on me.
I'm what?
Rubbing off.
Wow, it's awful.
I
It's wondering what's going on
nothing
the
of the
other
sort.
side. I wonder what's going on the other side of Monster Zero.
Well, the fan's
Stroke
working.
I'm willing to switch
Stroke
spots
me.
if that shit's going on.
What, you want next?
Yeah. You wanna switch on the Michael Raymond channel?
Yeah, jump in, lover.
Oh my god. The Howling 2 is the fucking
All
shit.
this golden lover talk.
I want to be the fucking vanilla part of the Golden Lovers.
The vanilla part.
Golden nuggets.
I want to be like the creamy frosting to their
Oh my god.
Oreo.
Jesus.
Whatever.
It's nice.
It's too bad Amazon doesn't have golden lever shirts for us to put in. I type it in, I get golden retriever.
Yeah.
Oh, you're close.
They have golden retriever shirts?
Close enough.
They have Bijan Frise shirts?
What would you say earlier? Bijan Brajol?
Bijan Brazil, I think, yeah. You like,
All right, we got one more voicemail.
you like
Thanks.
Wolfcop's got Nards shirts.
Last time we did Wolfcop, we called the episode Wolfcop's Got Nerds.
Oh, do we?
Got Nerds, yeah.
Oh, that's a good episode title.
Yeah. All right, well, let's hear from our boy Evil Corny.
Hey guys, this is Evil Corny. My favorite transformation of a werewolf in a film is from An American Werewolf in London. Overall, that always just seemed like it was very, very painful when that was happening in that film. Also, I kind of like the one that was in Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman. I thought that was kind of an interesting one. And I somewhat like that film. I hadn't seen it in a couple of years, but it was a good popcorn type film. Y'all have a good one. Evil Corny out. What up, Raven Shadow?
What's up, baby?
It's better than Van Helsing.
It's on Netflix right now. I've been meaning to watch it.
I always watch it to the same part, from the beginning to when they go to like the town and the girl shows up in like the red leather corset, and then all like the vampire chicks descend.
Yeah.
I've never gotten every attempt at watching is always I never get past that.
Why don't you start it there?
Well, it's usually when it's on TV. I don't own it, so it's when it.
Well, it's on Netflix now.
No.
No.
Oh.
Stop picking on me.
Yeah.
About Van Helsing.
Yeah. Stop yelling at me. What's first time Mike? You. Yeah, you rubbed it.
Yeah. Nope, you're still here. I love that silver bullet cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Is this the American release?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not. But
No, it's not.
But the American release does have that same cover.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it is.
That lower left-hand corner. What is that? That's rating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a European release.
I'm still gonna put it in the store. I'll
There
put
you go.
that in there. I think my mic's broke. My mic is sounding really weird all show.
Yeah, yours are probably just blocked.
That could be it.
Yeah.
You sound
We
like
can
Kid
hear you.
Ass. Suddenly I'm up on top of this field, torn apart by a wolf. Believe it or not, I was only in this one movie. Is all I did. The
All right.
Nazi scene
Well,
was
that's.
just
I think
a
that's it for
fucking
voicemail,
dream.
dudes.
Can we go home now?
Let me check. First
I
time
want
Mike.
to beat my meat.
First time Mike checked in the chat room, he says, "Can't sleep." I check in, and you guys are talking about dick cakes. Nice. So he must have started from the beginning. What do you?
Oh, nice. Oh yeah.
Sounds like a perfectly normal way to start the show, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
It's better than the FAP app.
And Matchul of Omaha, this is a little while ago. He says, "Night all, got to get up early, so gonna crash. Can't wait to listen Friday." And once again, I almost feel bad mentioning the PayPal link because every time I do, fucking Matchul of Omaha sends us a PayPal donation. So I feel like I'm just like asking him.
Wait, what? He
Now
did it
you are.
again?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Thank you, Matchul Omaha.
Thanks.
Should we send him a signed 8x10 or something?
Yeah.
No, we want to keep him as a friend.
Not a Raven
Come
Channel
on.
one anyway.
Why?
Do we have 8x10s? 'Cause
Wait, where are the 8x10s?
Luckily, we don't.
They're in the merch basket.
No, what's that?
They
Yeah,
might get
yeah,
lost
they're-
at the Deadites 93 show.
No, people want them.
Yeah. Well, they can get them. The type of promotion I'm doing for those at Deadites 93 is called littering.
Yeah, they got to line the bird cages with them.
People want them.
I'm just going to go out that fucking side door. Throw them out the side. They're going to keep it a hobo warm.
Yeah. Well, they're multifunctional.
I wonder if Ted kicks the hobos out of the alley.
Probably.
Which is too bad because now I don't have anybody to hang out with in between songs I don't sing.
Yeah, we can't hide anymore. It's you and Tiny. Or just be just you
I know at this point it's going to be just me and a fuck Deadites karaoke.
and a fog machine.
All right. Well, I think we're going to start to wrap things up here. Kind of have a little bit of a light week because we went 4 hours last week for the 6-year anniversary. We may have a guest lined up for next week, so kind of, a little lull in between.
Ebb and flow.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Means to
Good way. Good one.
Ebb and flow. Let yourself go.
Yeah.
Slow and low.
No,
That
what does it
is the
mean?
This is
tempo.
what it's saying. Yeah, I mean, it's like you stop and then start again.
No.
Why? Ebb and flow. Ebbs means stop, right? And
No.
flow means go.
No. It's like the the tide, like the amount that it's or speed that it's going.
Yeah, the tide never stops.
That's what I said.
No, that isn't what you said.
When it slows and when it flows.
All right, perfect.
I know.
You
Fucking
said
port.
stop.
I believe the word "stop" came out of your mouth, and the tide never stops.
Yeah.
Well, it relaxes.
No.
I know that port is
Giants
left.
never die.
Right, and starboard is right. Okay.
Starbucks.
Come here, Raven Shuttle. Let me just hug your throat for a little while.
What has been?
I don't. He wasn't talking about his hands.
No. Yeah.
I look so fucking old. Can I just go and die?
You got to get Ares to kill you. It's the only way you can die.
I look like the guy that plays Lex Luthor in the new DC movies.
Huh? Jesse Eisenberg?
Isn't he
no,
like?
that is who that is. Who's Lex? Who did they send me a picture of? I thought it was Lex Luthor for some reason. I gotta find that.
I don't know, but Eisenberg is slender.
In his like 20s, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to look like him anyway, at any age.
It's better than Michael Cera, right?
Same difference.
Yeah, it's Michael Cera with a mustache. That's some creepy shit, man.
I don't want that.
I watched Posse the other day. That was good.
Oh, with
Was Michael Cera in it?
No, but the fucking
Mario
best
Van
upgrade
Peebles?
ever.
Oh.
20 minutes in, Tone Loc gets blown away and gets replaced by Big Daddy Kane. It's dope.
How about what was the made for HBO movie with Mario Van Peebles when they play Wolf Cops? It was
Somebody just did it recently on their show.
It was Mario Van Peebles. It was the blonde girl from Lethal Weapon 2 that banged Riggs and ended up drowned.
Who's that?
And they had claws. That's Jesus Christ. That's fucking the
my
dude.
God.
That's Jeff Bridges, dude.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was Lex Luthor.
No, so you're Stain. You look Howard Stain from Iron Man
He
1.
has a stain, but
It's like Triple H.
Time to play the game.
That's the only time I think he's ever had a shaved head.
All right, I think my voice is about to give out. So, anyone else have anything before we wrap things up here? No. MZ, say goodbye.
Arrivederci, douchebags.
Aries.
goodbye.
Raven Shadow.
Live fast, love hard, die with your mask on.
Marsman.
Remember, children, wherever you go, there you are.
All right, we will be back next week for episode 315. We are going to be talking about the flick The Night Eats the World. So if you want to check it out on VOD, and you can play along at home. And you know what? I don't have a question for next week yet. We'll think of something for the second segment, and we'll post about it on social media. And I guess that's going to do it.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone for tuning in, everyone who gave feedback, hung out in the chat room. You guys are awesome. And for everyone listening to the podcast, thank you guys. We'll see you next week.